able to have some future, no. If you a future, no cry, no. Emma, said I could do.
Now we are Majumano as a Mashibiga for politicians in general pressure a room.
It's a lot of pressure. For instance, no. Also, he didn't have it easy in his constituency.
That's true.
He the leader of the constituency, political leader of the constituency for the MPP. He's going through a lot. It was a time of bath for no crowd. There were divisions. And no crowd can hold into I went to me the seat now in the last time. And at this time, party for the breed, to bring them together. And I was saying, really, and apparently there was some disputes that in your main DC for so Tatano and then now court, what you say. Maybe what parliament to almost 7 minutes. You know, it's a pressure, no, Kahubi. You know, yeah.
Now, how do you deal with this? Because with the machine you feel on one son or ba, you might have built some buffers by now. What build some strengths be along the line?
Oh, there strength.
Okay.
Because so if you cry, hospital, medical care, you cry because if you cry, be a care, but you be crying, be a cabin. I didn't go upon a DM. Remember for be I'm trying to be my brother for myself.
Okay, so and what was saying so your health system away, memo. For now, you need any evidence to say it be a medical negligence and answer lack of resources be a hospital nini. Entina no, but in a related matter, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, an expert or medical doctor, Dr. Furniture, almost shed the nini seso bebre in terms of the Juma Odi. Na unya heart attack. Na you say almost per laboratory bia almost they perform a particular procedure. Konfanochi nibi. Enunti omu yesom de ne to helicopter mu na nkomo de na bakolebu before mbedu no eye no na doctor no ewu. And this brings into sharp focus in public health system no any resources ahodo a yede ekomo. Being an MP Konfanochi ewo constituency no minim se opemso akeka ne nsase aye ne ono so betimi aya Peja Hospital no eduro. Or reaction to Dr. Iwe, any circumstances said this way by anything?
Well, Dr. Nedi, information when said they needed a particular machine to resuscitate him. Now, machine living a name. I don't know if that machine is in Accra, I don't know. Because maybe I'm further, numbers of much as a bini, and it's a very expensive machine.
Yes, I say bini Ghana.
It was issues, heart attack, it comes from various money from various factors. One of the factors is be a blood clot and machine of Mokano, they address issues of blood clot related heart attack issues. And then they bini Send it TBI and Ghana and your healthcare and to Abuchi. The kind of expertise the Wabuchi, the kind of machines the Wabuchi are the bois health delivery system way above us. In Tinabasa, emergency cases saying they are able to handle it much better than us. And they know 2 ways. And that is why Ghana, we call ourselves a developing country. I feel like it's really important. Do something persona above 4. Now, Konfanochi is a very reputable medical facility. Ama civil lives be brave. Doctor can say me. Abua civil lives be brave. And to me, me jam kase be Konfanochi for more nyadi and I say. When in jina if you do Once the machines are there, they will to do proper diagnosis and they will prescribe the necessary treatment. But there's one thing I want to mention, that sometimes they pay serious attention to the patient. Ubekaya and JP, a Caribbean woman constituency, your friend is Susie. Susie, equal school. My classmate who got two and a born in me, say,
okay.
The big cock of an auction. Ubekaya, Miana, me dear, copying say, Mr. Ibrahim Muhammad was so moved. You didn't call Bucci. At that time, Confanoche, a catcher say, then every year. They even refused to provide issue a referral for Susie to travel.
Wow.
And so, you're quite Bucci, and you're perfectly there. And so, one eye, the nearby, what you do on the SSC. Is the guy, it's not her, and car. I could find a young innocent girl. And because I was insisting, so whatever it takes, just provide the referral. Never come before or mine yet. And that is the problem I have with the healthcare professionals in our country.
Now, confirmation ready so member referral letter that wouldn't free before. I didn't see.
They refuse because I'm say is any. I've never said this anywhere, but only way issue by any mammy may confirm by. They refuse to provide the say any. And so say the crowd will say, in the Ibrahim Muhammad, so provided the funds for us to be able to do that, And then the neighbor corner now was in you see, I create me it's me call.
And also can't and brief the competence of your healthcare professionals and our resources of winning Tinemomukasa.
No. But if even there's no resources and you know that there are better facilities abroad, why do you refuse to issue the referral? Exactly. So that's what I'm. It's want to be brave. You will be brave, but no, not as healthcare professionals in the various hospitals. And no can be, and we lose people suddenly, sir.
Because just a few minutes ago, Prezi Confanoche Juma for no near the idea, and of course, Queen a boy hina intino to the beer, omo and so is seen to be. But so when I win Jim say be ya, no boo Jim say be your baby. I'm wondering why no person will be refer I buy one on the way to that level of healthcare. Internally, waba nani ba kumuna de inti confirm experts na no mokase enyi e di empa no beka.
And only asem. Because maybe let me invest in that. Me call now. There was a cholera outbreak. In fact, me call now you open school for to be quiet that night now, and I'm say we got 12 BBOs campus one and day now. But knowing say so running dehydrated, the first thing that you must do is to give you the what do you call it? The IV. That time, no, but one panic. So, well, Kevin and I can do. I'm saying no, my English. So, my issue why cause my embrace.
Yeah.
And what want me pet and go come. Yeah. It's no maybe break off. You probably break one no. Sometimes I'm calling on the Minister for Health. Say we should come out with the better and robust emergency medicine in our country. So that by and you might be brave bar a microphone improve drastically. na yɛn ntumi ahwɛ ni ase ahwɛ ɛpɛ ma no nneɛma.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pɛ.
Bema waha na mamu akwaba eba happy 98.9 FM so EpaHoaDaben dwumadi enie ene wi nso obo ade nyankopon adaroma ya san hia ne aba adwuma so mi chia no madawase biem say we nso wa join live on 98.9 FM ebe hia ne aduoma mu nkomo ensema hodo a ekọ ba ne wote ase ne wonte ase nyina ebusa ho nsema o ne esie ne etwamu ne eba ni nyina da yese yemfa nkame o yama ne mpa ho ansa ewie nso wahia me na wabomode no wahia me nso Facebook aka ho na ene Ghana nkomo no ye de ahyehye so the suspended Chief Justice ede nani akire ECOWAS court o se ekwan a yede ne fa so Ghana no etia ne fa ahodie so na samu ne say by the suspension of President Muhammad Yamano no na kire say wayi na dia ne sa e wo mrekwa wontie nenu mu asem na osusu say eno etia ne fa ahodie so. And this is one of the arguments the suspended Chief Justice going and international with Nikesi. Osi yentie nasem ansana President Mahama suspended no intini sa no na kire se wayi na di e omrekwa wentie nenu mu asem osi se wa suspending inti adwuma e wo se wo ye osi she has a fundamental human right to function as a Chief Justice and serve in the position our constitution the amano but this time say president are suspending inti by virtue of that suspension the writer was or they a function or the sum a position constitution in the amano untimi exercise and unti Etia the fan who do so. Or the Asamuno Aqua International. We'll talk to a lawyer and get some legal education and perspective on this matter. The relevance of ECOWAS court in a baby or the Asamune jurisdiction, to say. Now, what would be the impact of any pronouncement? Don't forget, we know it's a constitutional matter within the country. Young constitution, and so a sovereign. We are able to lawyer for this. Aso court to fufrobi ewo ewiasimu ha baby Obetima interpret Ghana constitution apart from Ghana Supreme Court now in this very matter is the chief or the suspended chief justice well placed in her argument or advance now one person saw with him and we sasemi uhunu saying also saying Emmanuel Fise Madam Tokonu wakwa before her own court, the Supreme Court, with a number of applications. The court, Supreme Court, ekwa sitna unanimously almost dismiss the applications nina. So Obi Bebusa say has she exhausted internal avenues and sana walk na to the apex court? Yes, she has been. Into alternatives be na wo mano or explore opposition on the decision so ECOWAS court saying a best assembly be ana Bismark say we should also not lose sight of the fact to say the image of the country. And I say you know ye koto mansembi so ama ye di ehun komo. Now say ye created the impression say ye man penny ye chief justice said unfairly, illegally, and all the adjectives you can look for. Said you are no canon. We share Facebook Live near fan community so and you know. And then Quincy and Beto Idra say Accra High Court sitting. The new Patriotic Party candidate or War Ablekuma North constituency, the Honorable Ekwe Free year. The injunction application be quiet. Say a year court to know when I want for tabo until 11th July. Aba Electoral Commission so court to know 19 polling stations. Ablekuma North. Now, and a court in the etna semono so. Omotena semono so no application for injunction no. And tia yabeti and say. Court to not dismiss the application for injunction MPP diako and sansemu way etene around the position of the NPP on this matter and in fact in the impact in say yababe tested really whether NPP no ebenya the balls any akuku draw to indeed boycott 11th July exercise no. Na omu sikisa nka court to the injunction but to sune ne masokra but then they say court to not dismiss this injunction now are they still standing by their position say oma boycott limited elections na be koso Ablekuma North no oma boycott means omo participate will that also means electoral commission no emfa one candidate into ballot paper no so ana and I said the EC will go ahead. Now what they on your bay nedjuma and you beto abama no be win no win e we bebo MPP ni mu na ye busa omo options are omo say especially with the decision of the court dismissing the application for injunction na ye di nkomo no but when you na ekoso no the NDC is indeed intensifying the campaign Ablekuma North mene wo kasa in fact the chairman of the party himself, Johnson Esedun Ketia, has been on the grounds at Ablekuma North. Menowoka say, Director of Elections and the deputy in Ablekuma North. Indeed, there are a good number of national officers of NDC Omo Ablekuma North Omo ya house to house den air campaign because send two parties in the Klemuno obiase we winning, which means that say ye tabulatia Adiana ebi a slim margin bi na eda wo mo entemo enti the campaign na wo beye in these minutes, would make a difference. But we are not aware of MPP4 campaigning in Ablekuma North because in their last 3 press conferences, they have maintained the position, said they are rejecting the rerun, they are boycotting the rerun, they headed to court, and Yehunu Shinsanswa Ede Abba. It is also traditionally the stronghold of the NPP. They may not even have to campaign because traditionally, ache NDC4 indeed NDC4 winning Ablekuma North elections we are. Now it will be the first time one more enjoy akonya way. And of course, Ebeye Dene ama MPP4 to campaign within this limited polling stations, especially looking at Nakakra Kawoyenim, and 9th, Ochina 10th, Efiada 11th, na Yakwakoto Sabano. The MPP use a good number of or more hours at the higher press conferences at the Biako court, seeking to slug the matter out and explain on opposition to the media. Do they have enough time to catch up with the NDC in terms of campaign? And why you almost stronghold in Intino, they may not need to even bother to campaign. You want to join me live on Facebook? Na yamfa Sam Komo so and Shisha so Emra or join in. Na Minister Oda Trade and Agribusiness sector no ano the Assembly to same way a PA Emra Mampeni Ankasa edi animu launch the 24-hour plus policy. Now the indication was given and abasobo and a majai paye. The sector minister Edin Chilichimo Komrashebe Jafie. I'm sure you are wondering as Mameka. Ninginani say people have been asking, say, what is the future of 1D 1F policy now? Mampenia Kufado de Baye. It is, in fact, it's been one of the most criticized policies. Abembi Ede Abba. Obviously, because ye shed them hunu 1D 1F, and yes, ye shed them hunu 1D 1F impact Kasibia organ economy. So, indeed, the question still remains on the minds of a lot of people. Say, na factories ewe. There were accusations, say, existing factories and abino ya. One of them who call bata humo musika kakra no maklimu say a 1D 1F. The NDC, while in opposition, made a point say 1D 1F policy near shambolic a nada na it is not indeed working in the interest of Ghana for abino a to sikagu in the name of 1D 1F. The first time wa mete abine way intention ewo 1D 1F ho da Dr. Keselato Forsen at the 2025 budget no ekoye. In that budget, he made that announcement say policies ni bi ombeto ye no omayi bi afri ho. 1D 1F was one such policy. The announcement was made, he said aban we etwam. Na mampani launch 24-hour plus economy ni wie ye no. Enra Mrashebe Jafie, Minister of Trade, any industry and agribusiness, Ede and Semunia Maniabo Emma Ayam Rashibi Jafo, Wesi Sudia, Namuntie, 1D 1F, say ya mutu, eni hobiem, officially ye twam, na ye twamu no, yan twamusi ye twamu keke, ye de replace policy fufra abanwe ediaba. And I quote the sector minister, I want to draw the House's attention to the fact that, as of now, there is no policy as 1D 1F. Mr. Speaker, we are doing agro parks, which seek to bring a great game changer, especially in the agro-processing zones, to produce around the clock for import substitution, export, foreign exchange, and to create jobs for our teeming youth. Na meka no potoka semu enyina ne se the honorable minister of Uswejare a oda eye edwadie ene eye ekuayo enwuma ano e de akoto amrahye anim se wo mo pa busa no mo pa huna 1D 1F no ene aban foforo atwamu a kyese we si nkyɛn na eni hɔ biem we si nkyɛn sɛ ɔde ne osusu sɛ ɛbɛyɛ adwuma ne yie na de ɛyɛ ebie nnwuma ama Ghana mabu no ɛna ɔde aba na ne ɔde asi anan no ɛyɛ ne wɔ mo frɛ no agro parks na agro parks yi no ɛno ɛna osusu sɛ ɛba bɛ sakra ɔman no yɛnkuayɔ ɛne ɛho mfidi ndwuma ani na wɔtoa so kyerɛ mu a ɔse saa agro parks yi bɛhwɛ ama mfudie ɛne nnɔbaeɛ a yɛkuafoɔ ɛbɛdɔ na wɔn betwa no yɛbɛtumi adane ani na yɛdane ani a ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛkɔ adwuma nɔpa na yɛpɔn awia anaasɛ nwumere nonum na yakɔda na mmom no yɛde mfidi nnwuma bɛdane mfudie ɛne nnɔbaeɛ ni around the clock fiti anɔpa kosi anɔpa ɛne ɛsɛ agro processing ɛkɔ so ani adwuma ɛbɛkɔ so ɛwɔ agro parks no ɛno no wei ɛne nkyerɛkyerɛmu ɔde aba nti wei ɛna ɛbɛsi ɛyɛ 1D 1F no anan sɛdeɛ nkyerɛkyerɛmu na ba no menim sɛ wate aseɛ in terms of ne me so me de akyerɛ mu de akyerɛ wɔ but uso mu sɛn na uhunu ne sɛn anamontuo no ususu sɛ indeed wei any the game changer and we be hearing this phrase pa game changer wei na aban ne susue mu no eba be sakra agro processing ani na afei nso ɛde adwuma mapa abrɛ Ghana mabuno agro parks ɛno ɛna esi 1D 1F no anan ususu sɛ ne kwan so ano no anamontuo na no ano no vision way ɛno ne gab na Ghana ɛhwehwɛ feeling na join me live on Facebook ne emphasize enkomo nyina da enhyehyɛ so mekai wo sɛ ɛkyerɛ nso ɛyade a Joel Shine ɛde ɛyɛ den na ɛkɔ ɛbɛba ɛde aba bɛbrɛ yɛn na yɛwie den na ɛkɔ a yɛtiasi ɛyɛ interviews ɛne enkomo ahodoɔ ɛho na yɛde ɛyɛ sankomo ni nyina ɛde aba na over Facebook a menye silent observer kai ne fa wano to nkomo ni mu bi yɛni hu nkomo ne anwunwene ho na nso kyerɛ wadwene ɛwɔ saa ensemu yi nyina ɛho 98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben dwumadie enie Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enra okoye in fact one emrahye ene MPP mpanifo ekosra estia kumia waka nkyene eguo na ne kasa mu no okire se na onipa bi ano oben ne pa na no Friday holiday yukra no eyade a okosra no na okọ akwatia ena nkomo bi koso ewa akwatia menti ase because akwati amanfo ni bi kasa nyomu nyina de akwati amanfo ni bi kasa yemu no akwa se ene no by election na ebeba no ahia campaign a ebekoso akwati abeye ekwan a owo we fa so ba yo okwa akwati na accusing fingers are being pointed from both sides. There are nkofo okromu a omususu ene se owowe politicians enim bi na party bi na shechire ba ko bi amakote de madwene ho amenti ase madwene mu na it is difficult for me to even process the information. And then we are Mr. Aquatia Mine for Aquatia Mine Mutie pa. Ni Essien more rem ya ho. But this is the time where I was some ma sebe predia san. Madwini mu da ho. Minim ni all tongues our message, you know. It's a very poisonous message. Minim ni all tongues our message ni man krofo so to. Na womo nto message ni keke omo to adia mene. akwatia man no ohu akwatia kuro no eye kuro bi a ene ne gina bia kwa ete se oboase impuntuo pa ye friend impuntuo pa after so many years ye to diamond okuro no mu impuntuo ye friend impuntuo abokuro no nemu hia eye leader obetimi age development e de abremu. You had it in honorable Yakumi. Utia dansidi amanfo di wono ho a na chese okate across obi apenasem ono super obi asem and na we sing kete se as a young man no obedi akonya na che no obedi achede na wo so make sure say mpuntu obeba. As much as say NDC for court against ne legitimacy and ne betimi akase majority na akasa enti nipa dodo a wakwatia na to aba ne de ma no mpuntu amopenti meboa na se ne unfortunately awrewo kwan so asem ya beto so sei na wawu a ne ebehia ne se montena ho ma politicians poison mo adwen emra mudi yawo ne awrehoi omo take advantage of sakasaka sesia no bia ni atoto obia ya kekakeka enti no uwura mu na ode asem bi to nkofo tirimu a ewo the potential se ebefa na atene akọ na chese ato ahyete mesremo akwati aman mama ni na ho na mama adwunumu na ho sa poisonous message na enam krom ena party bi ena eku papa no party bi na eku MP no sa kasa no se mo de mo adwene koso na mo feed on it a ebia the next opportunity amanya mo de beto aba no foforo no mo bedi sansam na chi akwa chusu onipa on man mebo akwatia because instead say madwin mu beda ho a mo di betimi akari wonu mu a ede omo ho ba besi wo mo busa the most important questions, the relevant questions na mo timi assess wo mu yie no ye yi madwin de akwakoto biribi so na saade no na ababa ye nyina so de amamu a mo de bekwakoto aba abato enye emotional exercise enunti na constitution ye o se ne na adwene mu da ho mo mama adwene mu na ho. Both NPP and NDC are pushing a certain narrative ewo akwatia a very poisonous there are MPP people are almost accusing NDC for any NDC candidate so no share chire mumia wa asem na ni nka and then so menam social media makoko hunu video a kromafo ni bi nso nsem o mo kan se MPP for enaku o mo nipa sebe impredua sasasem wei eto wasomu ana wo ye badwemba na te ho na wo te sasem wei a sebe amuo ebeto wasomu amwaje atomu. But omo shesa messages here chino, they are bent on pushing the narrative. And omo yusun kwafo womo no mo siese na womo do papa no, omo do abrantie no, omo do MP no, omo ben no, and san kwafo no na ensem wei apie free omo no because wono mo no mo kasa legitimacy bi won because womo ben womo. Ya besere mo akwati ama mama ni na ho na mama adwene mu na ho ni ehia ene ni obetimi advance mo course die obetimi edimpuntu abramo candidate a ogina mrahye bejafie na okasa makwatiafo a na adwene mu da ho no otimi kire na adwene epre ade pade bafie na mo beyi mo ani afiri saa enema no so na mama selfish politicians a pushes a narrative way ama eno na aba begina so aba be nyina so de a ene akwati aman mo wo kwan twa mo wo kwan etwa ene 9th in 60 days from Eda Electoral Commission ebenya official notification say akonya bia betom ra shebedwafie in 60 days by election bekoso ewo akwatia. We all know the history of by elections or yemaimu and the violence associated with by elections. Ye fi ase aka ho asem ne adi ho nkomo. Yempesi ebehu a repetition of Ayawaso West Wagon. Equally, the stakes are high in the Akwatia by-election because of circumstances na efa ho no. MPP4 will do everything possible to retain this seat. Esani NDC4 modern board the last election, anyhow close they came. Omuni mse oma ben ho ne aka ne adwumaden kakra omde beka ho no maji seat na free MPP4 nsem. MPP4 enno so mrahye bedwafie. Omo lusu akonya baako because omo member wu. Se by election way omudi agora omo nama no eso beti aba 87. Nti so omo anya blekuma north nso anka ho de a. Na chese eyade a ebe hawo mu pa. And equally NDC fonsu hia sa akonya ne den because of the last election and how their candidate performed. So the stakes are high. Inti ebesere mono mo ayede mo ato state security agencies ano meka the political appointees amowo state security agencies mu a moda no mu take decisions ahead of time. Mampenia wote akonya sui or reset mine no. Akwatia must reflect Mampenin John Dramani Mahama the niswadi hunu to reset this nation. I understand and I know say mumu bebre no mo ye better. Munya better experiences under the past administration. And kankane hawa mo supporters were treated ewo Ayawaso West Wagon. Meaning the hangover of such situation no. And how amumu binimu awiata so say by election be unity o mamu ane mo de be kire wo kromu anu ma kire MPP4 no minim ba ma hweni ya mama sa bitterness ni di manim na revenge ebe ye kasa ejiji mutirimu a mahwe dimboni aban dada no party dada no eji ye wo Ayawaso West Wagon ho no ahwe amode ne be chen because near all revenge no na bufuo anu ohye echen ne odi kan ye bone no koso akoda adwene ho osansu kura tumi. Don't temiye NDC for mu temiye pa mo amowa ban mu a mo kambie mu fiase enye ho adwuma. Don't erode the gains our President John Dramani Mahama wetimienya within the last 6 months. The favor he has earned from the people of Ghana, the goodwill he has been enjoying, and some goodwill na kamu nyina more several abani mu nyina, you benefit from the goodwill the president has brought to the NDC. Ampenini no hwa yehwam otikura ye Ghana fo nyina fa because waye niema ni bebre yie the decisions ni bebre akoyi am omanfo nti mfomso kakra ba kra na ha Ghana fo ni bebre akwatia by election na eba no test case we na be kire mo maturity level with the power you have been given. Yakaso be a mature. Asem sia o de na dwene ene di asem no onfa ne koko ene na koma enkanka embra wukura tumi enti besre party no mpanimfo one more national security and then there are a lot of over exuberant young NDC people on national security setup in mo a omunya ya omo be play back ayawa so west wagon scenario no ma yo mu bi pepepe mo yes ape money MPP difference ni mu ntem reset agenda president this nani so ma say ni nyina munya ye bi pe ahwekọ a mo de ne be bro MPP for de no so na ede mo be ma mu ho aye omanfo ne hi already by force takeover of state enterprises near the idea enya dia emamudi mpa emu adwo kakra ene ma bia national security for operatives ni bi ye digi kakra na enche some of the companies who have been maltreated will begin to speak but eno for another day ye besre se mamoma akwatia by election ye bebe ma medane etiwade ni bi mamoma ne meye wolensi de ni bi mamoma ne ma meye ayawa so west wogondie ni bi almost every by election etuo kasa ni pepra ampedi finance for mami na yemma akwatia die enanso yen ka asem foforo yen monfa wei enkyera memuo wo monfa wei enkyere se ne ye ditumi se ye ditumi a no nkyese ye ditumi no etena nkrofo konso edi pran nkrofo edi gye nkrofo na wo bondog se wo national security operative o se wo ye gendarme so ye hwan yo se wo humrahye badwani na okobo na sum. It will only take party full soldier. I share the uniform no besa. Minimum some of the sankrofoni bebre so wura national security nim. Ampering in 60 days. Yes, mama fa party police for nko akwatia. Monfa professionally trained police. Mama nkwashe party for police uniform. Emma wamo some few hours legitimacy in share police uniform. Na omun disguise so bu nkonkwaye yamransem. A police for na yatiti womo a omun nim womo adwuma ne mbra no. Womo ne ehwe ni mu si ebehunu womo. For once, mun prove to Ghana for say money MPP for nyepe. Because we are tired. O minor bre sa back and forth style of politics. Election kitwa bi na tension bebre. Election kakra bi ni eku ye ho ni epra ye ho. For once, Mr. President, let's change the narrative. And I know you will. I know you can. And I know, say, what na supem na be ne sa. Yenye ne sa na enye fe.
Daben. EpaHoaDaben.
Baby, when you say first na ye binumu ye shut down pe politics. Ye say politics for no man your money and your money. ba na mumu ebinumu nso nti enyina ni agi say yebeboa ma oman na akoso na ebo 1 o'clock pe na wa ye lawyer ma oman na lawyer for enyina pon akofia koda nyamishra
emre na so
Den Neko. A Den Neko.
it is time to catch up with the trends. Joel
BB.
Man Joel
BB.
Joel Leshen
The Bismark Brown.
uni aboko de
Oh, BB aboko.
ya de nyame ase
Bibi aboko.
ewiem nso adwo kama.
Yes. We need the well done the BB and boy.
Emwa wo ne hwan
Me especially.
kasa emwa me na kasa emwa
yeah mrantie na yeah nkwa na yeda no.
obi ansi kwan
Ye ho na nso he.
sa na enye bibia ni ska o
Bibi.
enye bibia
Mo time no.
o da bi
Bibi.
I say experience ho
No, Bibi
you
ene obetumi akọ bi o si o me de buso ba ko mienu miensa no bele beba no
say calculation
wo na o de so wa he
wo na also calculate
na enani se na system ni aye no one here ya
ya humi na mbia kisi bi nchiro there is always a way around it
and Bibi me be hu na se na de no kono
na whether we pa wo di awreho se de mo se ne wo bre no obi so bre nti hwehwe ni pare na mo so problem
and say me show movies
you are wasting the weather. The weather is wasting away.
Movies
na me bo ansa na ebe kode na ekomu no Thomas Partey okay there.
Sabo there Bibi oware last weekend. Oh yes. Sena ware no o ma hye date ne dada.
Okay. Enye case na mo ware by force.
Yes, enye case na ma no ware by force. And now so ye me kra no me be na nka me nka nche ne se on cancel ware no.
Ono there. Ade a was hye dada.
E ban say you look more guilty. And I mean so Bibi me di footballer stories any rape.
Yeah.
A conversations that they be this and to me sabi so we beka obi ba bonte beka say footballer bi o sika erepina 80% minimum so oboa yes based on
the SCC
e wa manfo bi abrabom
okay
and pembebre no ubekomu no na ebia oje match no ebia busu miensa sana yekoye report nti because esisi bebre na say ya Dani Alves Barcelona ne Brazil legend
onu se bito no
bito onu kwa de odemu more than 1 year
wow
because na court no so on grant ni bill yes to mo hwehwe mu no na no unya je but obana na ofaye
okay and what done say origin by force
say ohunu club and ohun say big boys in sudo omoba club omo kire ni oma
say big play
yes
big boys play big
and o man baby omo ko
purpose
omo ko club so omo ko pe VVIPs no nti wunia say well ono de o man lab down na also betumi a kire ni bibi na o sha say o de ade bibi o de tutu na numa na omo ye de awe afa de ebaya ade chinya wunia say we rape no ne wa assault ni we nyina
ana unia ntua na
am say unia ntua
en say kila ntua so de
am say unia ntua ba ko bi nsu Tio Hernandez onu pone de no
ebi so obetua but ofo say wo mo a wo so timi de ma
onu pone de no Tio Hernandez de no bibi and so the same club
okay
and a girl no ebe de no be hye no VIP wa na unia say yeah no so you betumi ko wi wa park wo ka wo he
okay
and so underground 10 year omo call car no de bibi high day be 40 minutes hey about on sha
this is happy
40 minutes
40 minutes
yes and
e then omu nya dan ne comedy how many hours
into unya sibimu no sa no am say ko ni dedem nti omo ko he no and I was na say you see there say ye nti fa me ko hwie na Tio Hernandez hwe
if you hifa
na o ga say ye the coffee rough let me speak kwa me ta o me Italy na me ball me fi France It is where the me now for ni bi na me mababa nti Teo Hernandez amfa nanko no ade eche ya na abayo na ko police station
so a rape no
say ono your sexual assault in Teo Hernandez de no esanse na case no enshedant court eman bail case no travel ya for 2 years.
I see.
Nancy Manchester City Benjamin Mendy okodemu for close to 2 years.
Rape in Semia. Is it that footballers no omonye guarded and now say a man in a trap him?
Yes, you target him.
But bibo okay, you target him.
Yes,
you target him.
Oh yes, omunya bebre.
Okay,
you target him. Nema body, nema de. I'm say ne nananom samafo bi na e kan nsem be gu nasum because nema body no abayo no say nema ayeden assault no sexually. Inti or the abayo no Brazil ni nema invite man ba Paris.
Okay.
Inti Brazil court. And I'm saying nema yesika nintia.
Okay.
Inti nema private investigator no kwa ko hu say get way amanfo bebe skafo bebe wa nda yamu. And send the video bi kwa police for no ekoje a court order. Girl on the phone on my home so say girl no take video bi.
Oh okay.
The video na girl no take here na am say na girl na dream no okosha nema no to wa set camera so ka nema ne tire na wa blackmail no because we naked way na wa bontin
betua be 3 years
and am say unya so call no dia hon kokko ka che no unya say ono he doesn't want to, he just want to get to know the girl no and a girl no bufu you say o pa che say me a show ni ana na girl no mo say so papa papa mo papa na ni so o woni mani so na ne me so nsem e de na to bed ne so sa video no copy mo court e ba
na vindicating
no say the car copy mo court and Nema I'm say Nema legal representative because we bet to make the be mo court na udi for the court of public opinion and almost release na man for say
Nema nye boni
Nema enye boni
na party there na me wan kakra because Ade way is coming at the time was so unrenew Arsenal contract.
No, Arsenal because based on a conversation, Arsenal and now I'm sure say patenyi.
Okay.
And the mo release and the sikana pateje no. Onye na dun so beteso.
Okay.
In 10 year and
Ojugu bye. Inti Arsenal no mo ne papa mu.
Yes. Osisi ado free agent.
Okay.
And a man for susu say case ne ka ho.
Ne departure ne ka ho binti na case
na
case ni nti
case no ka ho
nti na Arsenal fo je ni mu.
Yes. Because case no omo tra abayo no report no issue no happen between 2022 and 2023.
Okay.
And me ankasa no abayo ba ko na o say sexual assault no 2023 oko Snapchat chese oko blow up na or drag party left and right. But ono so ne sem kai mu no na say match apateji dada and also that time no na wabo and na wunyan so say ne take aba nti ene girl so on pekwa na wunwa de wura nenum
say wabo de enye nenia
wo nti eno ye ono sa girl no na account or de den or the ba bonte but sa girl no so chema sa incident no it happened in the summer. Summer say June July ya no more Ibiza.
Okay.
Bibi wouldn't time or report no.
Baby.
2023.
I didn't see 2022. I no call report to 2023.
That time no. Na based on ono ankasa ne Snapchat ni omo no de ba bontin is that time na pateni nejai. Inti case ni there and me ankasa na say PDD. Pop that the case US no atem say asemba what you know and what you can prove in court and the same thing.
Exactly. Any
they are able to prove you know and the same and patents will start. You can hire the best legal brains in the world on to me
a time no.
Yes.
You be case no
ye case in the $2.5 million.
A lawyer for the Ombejo so who say who could be there. Na you di.
Ombejo.
Anyway.
Den neko.
ɛdan ɛna ɛkɔ
Joel.
now baby and then yɛkɔ North Africa
Ɛhɔ tɔn.
precisely Tunisia
Then they see all.
bansa na yɛbɛkɔ Tunisia no Ghana for say on person ɔmo ka sɛ Minister of Foreign Affairs Samuel Okudzeto Abrakwa
Akɔyɛ dɛn bi.
Unim say Sabewe one announce say Ghana secures $30 million dollar grant from China.
Me hu sadeɛ no.
Na amount for chema as a minister no or the personal page every year on my announcement to do.
Asɛm wei menka na how many times.
Because baby o post
What's asɛm wei bi?
say post we ya Samuel Okudzeto Abrakwa ye 3 hours ago. Bibi, uko the page of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah.
We a verified page. Almost 39.8 thousand followers.
Okay, ministry no.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The last time I posted it 21 hours ago.
This is
It was about call for the fourth made in Ghana bazaar.
21 hours ago.
21 hours ago.
And a minister post you on only personal page
Yes,
3 hours ago.
It's a matter for say, Minister, you know any problem say money, but announcements should come from the official page of Ministry of Foreign Affairs because you build the ministry new page. Because Ministry of Foreign Affairs, social media, BB. Say followers yet then I say be away now be messing and the ube to na koda 1 year position ube poster still a man for coming.
Yeah.
Unless you are like that, interactivity on your page it helps.
Yeah.
If I'm for say yes wrong, so we ube post here. Try now the institution's social media platform
Impost.
any kind of announcement number bonte
And then share on your page.
Now so
post.
what be post you there. But end to be say what they a year on mine way build one kasa social media platform. And then a man focus say ayano
Ayesa.
I dose too much.
Joel. Aban way back so. In the very early weeks. And I'm in a mask. ASR observation way. And no, it was in relation to Honorable Kwatro Fusu. Mask me boy. It was in relation to Honorable Kwatro Fusu. Now, I think he still does it. Using the personal Facebook account or the communicative
And X.
Jubilee any X or the communicative Jubilee House decisions, policies near the idea. And we took time to deal with this matter. We called upon the chief of staff, said, because
This
on your
is
personal
Happy
page,
FM.
and social media is a free world.
Yes.
It's a free world.
Yes.
We have an issue with misinformation and disinformation.
Yes.
So, so normally, oko post your personal page, a young for our doubts.
Yeah.
A feed into amount for so rumor mill. Ubetimi akotwa minister bi social media post. No be available no fake. Because unhunu ne awonji ni. Meanwhile, institution now what down no our official social media page
Yes.
omo dey communicate. Then minim say ministers no any social media players no omo call competition a em say unse mra na mo position no obia de the social media page and a campaign and opro ho in fact otimi be posting in temu and actually so we current pa ukra information pa it appears say they are still living in that era and that agency to be the first to announce no and that's so wo ho a omuntimi enwini wo ho out of it
Bibi uko USA me example uko USA the White House Air Press Air Secretary Ababawa Caroline Leavitt to me official government official government business on the personal page whilst it is not on the official government White House and you see some of these things only say we build institutions, you know, building it is because institution no more communication department a man for be adwuma say social media building the institution physically and digitally is equally important. In terms for say monitor and me obi screenshots and me say here the assembly say nya boto me quick echo the page of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So me kwa say information na honorable I share on the personal page no correct correct na
poko anyhow and you have nothing to check with.
There is nothing official on the social media page about this $30 million here China buying Eddie Ben. Into the can say yeni honorable problem.
The same thing he did with the closure of Washington D.C. embassy.
He announced it when it was not how it was not on the official page of Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Who closed down a major embassy like embassy or Washington DC?
It is coming on your personal
page. Now, such a major announcement. I would, on this occasion, Mr. Chief of Staff, me suspect say e be an na paso.
Enyo no nkwa na
enye chief of staff.
Yes.
Me suspect say nani na paso. The corporate practice is that with the level of modern communication yesua school mu no, developing a social media policy has become an integral part of communication. And so even SMEs and startups I draw up social media policies for more employees. You'll be handed a social media policy, a guide wo one to social media so. Your file adwuma mu a ye kire say o personal page you know ye mfa nka adwuma mu asem a social media policy eda ho say obetro bibi aba adwuma na owo mu na sa the chrono must have been sanctioned and issued by the corporate affairs department of company no and o ka kire staff say omuso mwa no mo propagate. The government needs a social media policy for the appointees to guide them. The same way President Mahamad's code of conduct abano, the chief of staff ought to develop a social media policy for government appointees. Na en streamlining government communication. Na ne ekoso no ayaya tan ayabasa obi a chocho ni ope
ene so ni wa se na ene so ni wa na ebia ye de eye max ba na eye max enso ba
history of
information say aban edeba bontin no na max so de the personal page ase me so me ko office wa na me so me de then what are we doing to the minor page no?
This is what I'm seeing. It's as if say appointees in the day womu position no air drive womu followership.
Yes.
This is EpaHoaDaben.
Na asem we day one any kind. Na amanfo twa ya da pa ba bisine.
Say be kai ho.
Na ade ya Joel kan. Ma me nkire wade. Joel kan ye pe na mzi ade ne boy yi. There's Jubilee House presidency. And also government of Ghana page, especially on Facebook and other social media. All government information no di ego. Adena Joe Kan, is it on the LGBT votes?
No. China secures Ghana's secures $30 million grant from China.
And someone could just
10:07 a.m.
Tibamsancho adisisia. Ko honorable Samuel Kujota Black kwa Facebook this or the response to why Ghana abstained from
the LGBT
voting. Now, Phyllis Kwachiofusu, honorable, our government communication, whatever.
The government spokesperson.
And also, that response minister no editor ho no ato ho say
wa share
tie response Ministry of Foreign Affairs response to the and
read it
tie Osha time Honorable Samuel Okujeto Black wa share sa ade na okay first of all mamenko Honorable Samuel Okujeto Black wa Facebook page the Facebook was say the Mahama administration, this is 26 minutes ago.
okay
26 minutes ago. The Mahama administration has not changed its position on LGBT, blah, 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 blah. And I say, this official statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs clarifies Ghana's vote at the UN Human Rights Council yesterday. Into what they say, statement, at all.
EpaHoaDaben.
Minister in charge of
government communication
Mamen kono so
enso kono ode ni Facebook na me read kono so Facebook page na he de ono so atro na uya Ministry of Foreign Affairs
eni ho
of course
eni ho X nti wo de mamen check Facebook say Facebook nso mehu a
for Ministry of Foreign Affairs
Enti Minister in charge of government communication.
Okay. Ministry of Foreign Affairs clarifies Ghana's abstention at UN vote.
Okay.
And what this statement now.
Honorable Kuja Black personal page.
The personal page. Now, if you recall, the Honorable Intifojo Eyinibaye, Mikabi Bichro, say, how can the minister sit in his office, switch on the camera, turn on his Facebook page, now address issues of national concern? Oh, guys,
or streaming on his personal Facebook page.
I understand video,
which was supposed to be an official government response to Honorable Intifojo.
Sir, the learned Attorney General, episode on making any publications on cases are all year no person quarter. This same person an opportunity to appear at a prepared podium for him to address the nation.
A former Minister of Information.
Exactly.
What are buying the president?
The ministry of Jubilee House carrying live.
Yeah. And so on government's response to Reverend Intifojo, he chose to use his office and his personal Facebook page to stream the response live.
So Bibi, say per se it's for tia here. I said ebia assembly ba. Na mass. Akọ event and I say me mako event bi. Na na say you streaming me the company resources company and also mamako and I saw me personal YouTube channel and I would stream me na mama na happy
digital phone
no happy and some mama happy page want to be now
sana ekos
the tiane say me person will be say is it Honorable Okujeto Black wa dey we awaye ni sisi dey ken the page no monetized ana
o grow to baby obetima monetize no.
So let's check. See, let's be careful because we are simple and monetized. The numbers you are drawing to your page and social media, it is business. You want to make an impression.
And I make a choice.
Public information
grow social media presence
as equal as you who talk on my office. Say what was they saying? 6-7 months or 6 months I will be there. Baby, there. What the 2 page. Communication Minister and as a Minister for Government Information, whatever. And also the same thing. On my media way, said you're not going to be
Enti adeni nyina bekwa ko wie say you would become the most reliable source for government information. Enti the person will be forced to come and follow you.
So why
the public office they grow personal social media presence.
President Pamoa
When you the numbers
you've gotten your numbers.
When you the numbers
and I make say in the max in this president EpaMoa na ya de me ba na me so do person
what will happen is that there is no history of
government activity
ministry no
on social media.
Exactly, there is no history of communication.
BBS ubuofu we delete your account abama na receive na obi buofu obi follow ana why sankofo omo temper with nkofo account na so ye na ulusu or hacking into your account you have lost everything.
And you see the reason why I claim on say social media, the verification of individual accounts blue. The verification of state institutions dash
yes.
So difference room internet we're communicating two very important issues from his ministry, but it is not on the official page of the ministry. I don't say I don't have a problem with also what they two page but the Ministry of Air Foreign Affairs must not be denied the same information.
Really?
So over to me it can be the same text. Really, it can, and you see, the ministries, they are LGBT responsible. The statement is on official letterhead of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but what's their home page? And it is not on the and see, and senior important to build personal page, you know. It is equally important because I'm not sure say Ministry of Foreign Affairs create account here no munya join X in 2014. I'm not sure say create here na 2014 was the Ministry of Foreign, was it yes. Into create and I'm not sure say you create here na 39,000 followers. You are building kakra and it has to continue. And on social media, you may say unless you are a mega star, even some perform Beyonce, Ronaldo, nobody post Bakuya Bede Abetum. So yes, some and only questions are man for bisa and what is that? Aban we shas na aban ye bibia na yo Wezo TV and na president na gasa share. What is so omejai
yeah.
And bra even the 24-hour economy launch no more no call Facebook the presidency logo so that is how it should be because we have the White House but it's a Buckingham Palace and
it gives legitimacy to information
on mind because social media no and one infrastructure then government institutions obi the page employing for say mo mejumanie.
It also brings into sharp focus the manage social media accounts for state agencies. I was almost proactive. Maybe cancer because I don't know the structure they run there. Because ideally, baby a minister ebe kubiano, the comms people.
At least one person
would follow. Now, one person, or a social media person, or follow no, and I say, or you're just a comms person who's your social media for no. Say, Minister Tukwain, no call UN Assembly, near Kotua Bawa Assembly so. Na ya 2 years, na minister per se information be kwa. Minister no. Structure ben or what build here or the channel side information. Because ideally you send it to your comms person, the ministry's PRO or the ministry's public affairs department. Say resolution in here, then they process that information. No more the social media for no more posting. Almost posting we are na minister either you share. And that's one so we need a social media policy for state or government institutions, and the chief of staff must develop one for government appointees. Now almost sanshama state institutions ni nyina develop one ankasa social media policies a ebe guide sa niema no because so wo pe information sheshe na wo a state owned enterprise one page a unko hunu he but ukọ ni oda no page a be kwa ko hunu the latest information. It's a problem. It's either say oma hijack social media job no and a womo ye and oma yen for redundant because me hu nti a o post a day we be 10 a.m. plus
10 a.m. Up to now
be seen officially and swinging post here
dia o post 26 minutes ago and so enu nti bibi ye bo minister na chi no yes I am social media na say communications team no
and America
so monya because
it's in America
it should this is not something that should happen
but the social media teams no enye proactive it should tell you the structure they are running as a ministry.
Now baby imagine say last week Friday omoma ye cover assignment with East Legon executive club and old black stars mini Jude na koye then imagine say ya kwa assignment no ye wie no enyoma na ye hu ye no
mo dia gu mo
ye de gu ye page and happy social media page for more than 4 hours bibi anyone na ye page and a man for area no na Dr. Timothy Kakai to now or share so you see some of these things it shouldn't be happening.
What else is trending
now? You go Tunisia a man for us Tunisia bibi
now see then so Tunisia for so demonstrations
Sabe America say Tunisian opposition politician Abi Musi has been sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Why they
Nesima me Neboni Awaya said or criticizing the legislative electoral process. Na some America say what demo fiti 2023.
Oh
yes afena
na no din
afena yedi dinase na wutie charge now say
the who so fair
on the dasonom.
Wow.
She was charged with attempting to change the form of government, inciting violence, and attacking with the aim of provocating a disorder after she tried to submit an appeal against presidential decrees ahead of local elections.
I said, why you a democratic processes no more there to India. But of course, I mean, our environment is different.
Na Tunisia wa bi
oba fefe no dey fiasi
yes na bakonsu former president ayefano Monsef Mazuki on also 22 years in prison in absentia.
I see
oni kromo
and say 22 years no so na
but when you bibi papa no
22 years
what time is 70 so nti omuso ni mu a
na say nti no ni kromo no
umuso ni mu a
nti o man foforo so
yes
and ana ne man for dinner to afiase o
yes and sa sentence when you on kwa ni former advisor Imad their meaning and the former bar association in Tunisia Abdul Razak Kelini and so obiya nya ne chafa omonso ni krom ho omko didi kro bi so a omni Tunisia ho extraditional
ene de ombeba
omaso ebe hisi anti oko Africa on the continent we ene trendy African news
den eko
now bibi Joel ebi ananse we hwehwam na ho mi na adwuma no mejaya na mekopie mu wo Galamsey site
sir
because
Kotubi
ensem Kotubi si a president mama ama adwuma adwuma president mama di ama ensu sika wo ho pa
kokonsen adwuma no
yes isi a no konkonsa lucrative
konkonsa police
yes
we talking what the base
we enya konkonsa na neze munya
konkonsa with him for so
president mama say gold board na yate no yes say ema obia hold gold asa wo hold kokoo no Ghana buy no benya asem
president Mahama picture mo that to fine pa
now president mama say bibi Bismark Brown so want to me for gold board for say Max if you ho gold this ho ɛna sika nso ne adeɛ mo nkɔfo na yɛkɔ na sika yɛbɛnya biara no wode 10%
commission
is happy.
wei asɛm a mampani maama
the consange commission
wei snitching snitching the lucrative aspect of snitching,
but it is in the national interest
and very important. We cry more than Trump then or no.
Oh yes,
because once Trump or say what's snitching na you deport you be more $800 we the $800
we 10%
we go
we also judgment
member form a consortium of snitches.
Yes, professional concern.
Yes, it is a unim obia wo di se wo enye se snitch se dia wo yo snitch awutumi observe information
ebema yakoche
gold and as a money smuggler bi
intenye se wati hu must make sure say ampa gold no smuggle your conso ne akwa ko hu evidence na ne ebechi bia mu 10% ya odia
inti say we as bi obi an talent inti say wo gidi say wo talent hankasa ni konkonse dia we omani ne hia wo when your konkonsa nya nkompom dabi when your konkonsa wo say obi nukunu na ye no oman no nya for so bia afri
ana wanso
nya for so bia afri mu we mampani ma ama say 10% dia ye benya bia
e dia ese osfo meje adwuma so oje 10% every single
inti say ujo wodi say konkonsa ability wo mu a bra happy front desk oba wo se wo hwe yo se majudi na registration fee bia retua because a company na mbe set up very lucrative
and good ne ebe hia ne se wo mo ebedi ehyehyeye no so
o men di so aye ye no mo goma
obi the credible information ba na mo koche a ne 10% no obe make sure say ne nsa
ma ne mbo no
it is the only way to sustain this again. Smuggling all over the world.
Yes.
Intelligence and intelligence no e be free obi ho na aba.
Enfo obi wa obesi de nya.
Ghana for women supported president
and we president say mama ho kwan say di kokonsa na mi ncha oka.
EpaHoaDaben.
Bibi e be na che we.
Ejuma papa.
Now abekuma asewesi you create but bibi see by no social media for say create le won put cha asa amabo say yan poto ice cake kura man ndina ade asema ato no e high court no enye easy na god in 10-day injunction kwa akoto so say easy ayo imagine so mo be everyone 19 polling stations Ablekuma not constituency high court mama
what dismiss
I says I can't go say you know
I said when I be here
you are wasting the court mama go
see I dismiss
bibi
the application
for you dismissing in capital letters and the social media for say we work no now we always didi we work no na lawyer and they say obi asepaka say we deal chobe me lord now go fie na
Den neko.
Well, what is say we do lawyer cha.
No hear me lord.
Me lord. Now we call okufie fufu ko didu. Now we do call so
straight up.
And we enom sa to ekufie no.
And the question now na me busa ne say with the decision say court not dismisses application we know. What is the next option available to the NPP? Because Omedi Kanka say Omo a boycott abato no, and it was based on the fact to say na Omo hope say injunction no ebe successful. Yes. You say injunction na nyama be successful. Are they prepared to stay away from some limited elections na enkono sa and they will put up a fight at the 19 polling stations by participating in this election?
Bibi ama for so ka say na den ye no omo antwe petition koma mampani ma say Mensa and the deputies in Omunyati.
In film Homer,
because so much
but they have stated it.
Yes, so much almost say a Dr. Bosman Asari. They could now parliament. Into a non baby.
I can't say.
And won't be a and I said that because himself lying to the government is
lying. Yes, so
lying to parliament,
lying under oath.
Under oath. In parliament, who call under oath. Some of us say, Dr. Bosman Asari, so because we committed perjury. Lying to parliament. Into also no so, but social media for say that you know. Almost MPP for petition. Almost MPP General Secretary. On check out and offer in sunshine say Madam Jane Mensa and deputy soon. Omonya identity.
Now Dr. Manebu, my defense minister, so essay Omumbra Mekambumuna fix the broken EC no together. Say and almost see EC incompetent there. And yeah, omo kind this for na omo fix the broken EC.
Enti am for say omo the mo check out no kwa e bia ye be ma gumo asase e dia dena eno no
but it's a right call though.
Yes. I mean ti asa na ye beto abanu kwa no mo makata no nko
to the extent that the general secretary ka accuse electoral commission no say won ka no kra wa asem we mu ne wo ka ne letters me nu a otwero koma EC ene police for asem mo kae ene ne isi ne kae nyina ne nam
baby nti ora Justin Kodua sana Ghana for some country
also no nim letter to petition
I'm saying you ya
see any Mensa and the commission
and the commissioners in on the basis of incompetence
omo ankasa
agia to nti omonya de enyi omo now Billy
yes sir
Ablekuma North ena Takwadi MP Takwadi MP Takwadi MP ni DM de pa Kwabena Ochoda Mensa
yes
bibi ni video si NDC for adai city bebe ba mu we bibi o si city bebe ba NDC for mu we Ablekuma North nso na yedai
na say or a politician
o si who political party o wani brother say MP NDC da no 183 ba ko
obi na ka kire so mu luso mu seat
bibi o de ntino
No, quick one on the African man. Your party is saying they are trying to boycott the election. Is this something the second as well?
We believe that first and foremost for the EC to change its mind. Because the last time we were in the chamber, they told us we were going to collect. We were only waiting for policemen to come and help them guard the place. That's what they've been asking for. We don't know what has changed, that they say we should go and do another election in some few polling stations. But
this is happy.
The NDC have to be very careful. They have to be very careful because they have 183. What I told you they want to do with just one. Are they behaving like David in the Bible, who has so many wives and concubines and still wanted the wife of his commander, the only one wife of his commander? Is that what they are looking for? It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Why is it that when a political party is in power, you seem to trust the EC, everything the EC says is okay with you. But as soon as you're in opposition, they start disagreeing with the EC.
This is the only time we have disagreed with the EC.
Yes, but because you're in opposition.
Even when you're in opposition, this is the only time we have disagreed with them. Because they came to the chamber to tell us.
But it's just 6 months.
They came to the chamber to tell us a story. They came to the chamber to tell us a story. Why are they changing it?
Bibi we ene nsema owura
Emre Daniel
abena Ochoda Mensa o say NDC for why you say David o won join the way na onya ho na enimeba ejoin kiti no o say be say this for say sit we be no dey
mun kan che ne say politics no numbers any day anti politician there say wanyama na bro so no obenya bia ka ho a ompo
omunya kra komenya 275 ni
omoji ni nyina na say koyo omo side no so anko omunya emu sa anti omuti ase ni
but we kanche Owura Johnson asedun kete say nya Owura Kwabena Ochoda ka no de omu MPP for mobo na nanka Ablekuma North no omu jemu
ye kwa kwetia so omu den
akwetia so omu dem jemu no because omu cha say na 183 or say no come so onyankobe pa omu cho but me ya mo
the thing is omu patch wa mo patch
o to me nyati
that should be the day o butimi minority leader
yes
I mean
general secretary
behind the scenes
honorable Fifi Kwete majority leader Mahama Yagane general mosquito mo de almost the mo fa Blokuma not emo because mo papa mo ni sudodo really
Joe the air me da wasi bebre ene update adiaba regarding what is trending eno na yetu ni din sesen
den na eko den na eko EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe
98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben jumedie enie ma me fa nko alive soap aso eye na me kanfo semina papa ene obi agya tum efie bia mu alive soap ene ye di dware na alive soap ya me ka ho asemu eye semina bia di dware a ema ohonam na ani no da bia dada na etejirem da bia honam ani no eye young onsechi na atwentwam ni nyina no eyade a esiesio eye okama ehwam pa na ne hwam no ye wone a ehwam te se lemon ye wo ba konso a ne scent ne te se coconut eye kube ba konso ne scent no ase aloe vera ba konso ne scent no ase rose on flower rose no ye na ehwam pa eno na ede scent ahodo a ye de ahyemu ne bo nso eda fom kule ebesun botomu of high quality ne kasa semina be of high quality a na nche sesa semina no insuo kan se de enkura na emoto prekope ensa semina so de eye mrepe na nche se san ne sa odi twi sapo mu a na ni nyina sapo no adi ni nyina ba we no obetwi atwi a na oda so etwi na odi dware eche papa na eye perfect for everyday use also. So grab an alive soap today from any shop, supermarket, any malls ahodo and feel the difference. Alive soap, feel fresh, feel alive. Yo.
Na pomo.
Nyame adome ho ye pa na ubo jacho yawo.
But
dasha yo de dodo.
Unze me habinati
say o papa ayi no ewie ye nche nti no o da so we ye
but ye beba ma me mfa we ntwem
sharp
anza na Matthias me ni so
okay
misre mpenimfo bi me kokro bi e frɛ no asante achim asubua asante achim asubua ekro no akake na de omu mpate asim
EpaHoaDaben
ene ayehu
nti
EpaHoaDaben
eye kokobo na mebo na ya ye ready say ye be ko ho ya ye ready nso se de omu pese omu ye no ye be pa ho ntoma na medinchia bema the district chief executive oyoba
okay
akade na maami we nkowini MP omanfo wo ho no epena sempa maami tie metie asem we yi se wo makwan makuro no omutu galamse no wo so a ohwi a wonne wo dache nchirima omani nyikuro no moda etima mfa kokobo we enko na mensre nana ohene wo kuro no nana no we monitua ana nkrofo de nyema na mukro mu amaburu no ya no sa nkrofo ya fafom pay their way through na ebeduru ho a mon stop sa de no na ya boye ho ye ba se de ye tisi baabi ya so ho ne pie ba ye o akrata de manim tintinte ya mo mu to go do asubua
esi
the youth group wo ho omu esi nketen se omu ya ye bibi
se omu di sikawremu
o asem se di
sikawremu
ya asem na ayo omu se omu awie etina mesre de chief executive ho no na masre na nanom se na de ye ka wiki mu an kodu na wie ye omo ye the details ni nyina begu ho
pepepe
won wa ji sika nyina no se ade no koso se de ekoyi nyina ye bepa ni nyina wontoma
o se na no na ohene keto abi no na oye no ho se ye de ye sika but ye do sukọ no wo video no
so wo ni
video no
eti
ye ne ye sika no akwaji sika no gbafu ama ene excavators
twam no amabro no bi dia ya wom kwada no bi a omo ye say beginning
ye to omo nyine sika nti no hu na no adwo
dia bi ko 500 cedis
ena omo ka kire boys ne say wo de monye 500 din
na ye be ye
start 2 a ye ne mu an be diska no ena ato boys ne team ena
omo say emu ago na mami anko betime wini MP I say ebia mi say bia obi amansika
yeah what is the latest from Ghana Gas?
Yeah, a free Ghana Gas eba
EpaHoaDaben.
Yeah, try come Ghana Gas through the RTI.
Yeah.
For information. It's inform you nu ena ne wom.
Yeah.
Na baako eye weather. Mrs. Freda Mame Battels. Mensa a contract with Ghana Gas. No, ya extending no. And I extending. Omudi anu yaba. Another question, woman say, or does you adwuma as in a official duties na in which capacity?
Yeah.
And yes, adwuma no. Ghana Gas for the response aba. Sanema democracy ayede. But I want to comment Ghana Gas. Omo penyina wona hwe wo
corporate affairs
so said we see handle issue no any ade
Richard Mensah
and he's a professional or seek the good image of an entity a oyemu adwuma eti me hwe said you see the niabra or yes information bia here bia or de be maye no a I must commend him. Even though Emrano enjoys him to do what he is doing, but Osha na hoke kana Debbie and Craig Yentimi yet in you in film.
See the Ghana Gas first of all for responding to your letter.
No, Yadama Sepa Ghana Gas, my idea. Now response Modiaba in and this one is dated July 3, 2025. Na was a Bismark Brown, senior media executive, host EpaHoaDaben Happy FM. Is a why your investigation team no ebesu hobia no yeah neja ya chorokrata dia ba
send
na said the mrane ema kwan no aye pe na we yes sir request for information under the Right to Information Act 2019 Act 989 and mode ebayo say we acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 23 June 2025 regarding the above mentioned subject. Please find below our responses to the two questions raised therein and Omo 1. Whether Mrs. Freda Mame Battels Mensah contract has been extended following its expiration on 31st March 2025. And now more atro. See, we write to confirm that the contract of Mrs. Freda Mame Battels Mensah with Ghana National Gas Limited Company was extended following its expiration on 31st March 2025.
Yeah.
We further wish to clarify that this extension was effected prior to the official communication of the President, of the President's directive concerning the grant of post-retirement contract appointments to retired public service staff.
Yeah.
So, in effect, the Omo can say, time Omonsa can sa directive from the Presidency. Na yema ame Battels. Na Omo extending a contract in every. And the question number 2 and now the man will no any information number and this is good governance. In fact, and my mom what I say, and we must commend them. Number 2, I say whether she is currently performing any official duties on behalf of Ghana National Gas Limited Company, and if so, in what capacity? And Omo responding is say, Mrs. Frida Mame Bartels Mensah is a procurement consultant at Ghana National Gas Company Limited. And Omo so, also we wish to assure you that the board and management remain fully committed to comply with the president's directives at all times. Signed, Mr. Richard Kirk Mensah, head of corporate communication. No idea no. Eti yaw Ghana Gas nkomo no ye die titru ubomu puno no. Omo ama response. Omo edem ebuo ama de emma ho kwan say media house bi etim copy information na when it was investigations we no documents away ho no edoso bebre wo ho as say ye no om sa bedin sa wo so bio exactly information no ebebre eti de ewo ho aba betodwa eno no
na send your work no you better Ghana Gas corporate affairs manager as say I responded to your criteria
what ikuo nanim
ne wo mu so ne say response no modi aba no so aboa yen ama
investigation aye no
ene
ensem bi aye wo
ne ye pe ate no yate
esisi so
but enwie pe ye esane say ya o men kan se mi ya
there I was so confused
okay we unim
there wo tie ya tie they are confirming name bi e wo ye document
exactly
any investigations and anything at the end Emma Omo say we are happy they have confirmed most nibi amaye afeina yet
exactly because we are aware say the woman in question you the kind friend and offered there the opportunity say on Obama and the side of the story.
This is Happy
now
FM.
on the telephone mibusa na sembi okay anu ye ode ma me efa ne status e wo Ghana Gas sesia na ye de beto ne Ghana Gas for the amaya so
na de aka na ewe
enu achi no so the other evidence e wo ho a indicate say sa information we know and so they may have to come with better and further particulars. But this is the background.
And young fancy so mammy. The enya no kwana eshe fridge.
Oh, so we need the first leg.
First leg other institution
exactly.
PA almost so the means the bien share no so asichina. No
selectors
what you say nyanya response.
Is juma no was say ye buana RTI na de buy no so
ba so 2 years in trouble.
It say o ye nsem ni na unya information bi a.
And you
say ya ma wo mra ebo wo ho ban na ebo wo mo nya information.
Yes.
Into obe tro de akọ.
Yes.
Na omode eho ensem no atokrata so ama o. Na watimi de di udwuma.
Pepepe.
Na information ne ba eboa wo ma one ensem no wote ase eboa wo ma se entro bi koso a wahunu based on the documents but this is the background to this whole Ghana Gas asemi mampani John Dramani Mahama ba power ya na ode krata bi ba bontene 2nd April na krata na ode ba 2nd April no oma yete ase se obi a wakọ retirement bia wa ba adwuma mu no eyade a ewo se okofie na ne wakọ retirement nso a yama no contract no the contract so nso a onyanto no nkofie na nya de aban ebe renew in the case of and nyankankan we say there are a lot more people of Ghana Gas on retirement aso a omoda so Ghana Gas na mampani directive ne baaye no investigations say bede say this very Mrs. Bartelsi the contract no ewu 31st March. Inti eba ne sen ena ne contract ewu na oda so tie adwuma mu.
Oh yeah, adwuma.
No yeah adwuma eje ne retirement benefits esanso eje bosomi aketua.
Inti na ye ntiase.
Enchechemu ya womodi abai. Ebie ensem no anisu yie. Na yebebu sansem ba komiunu miensa. Ya mano ke kamio.
Na bi twen. Ya mano ke kamio. Unse ene unse said na wo ka kire TV
it follow up letter ne be ko
ya information no bibiri ho nti ye keka ni nyina si ani
wi oni me producer nti no se me na me
say we say ye hwese bibia beto na kwam yese omu edi obuo ni ani die ama ye no mu yiye nsem na no nti ye ntonko so sa na se ntredwuma no esitie
Joyce otimenka wadaroma krata Ghana gas for chrode koma Mrs. Bartels womo ema no contract no wadaroma obetimi dia to Facebook na yetimi ahwe na yakenkan mu a na krata ni dated 27 February 2024 na krata no sa letter we NMA Mrs. Bartels 1 year contract.
Or the
soon 31st March or that so the 2 way. Contract in Muno extra. Obe reported to the chief executive officer. Obe assigning no to task within the period,
including providing
supervision.
Yeah.
Or say you will be paid an all-inclusive monthly compensation of 50,405
Ghana
cedis. Okay, so ekwa besi I will say this contract appointment is for 1 year and ends on 31st March 2025.
That's right.
With the possibility of renewal based on the organizational need and your performance during the contract period.
Correct.
31st March.
Correct. Into 31st
March before March.
Yes.
And almost say
March before April.
This is
no directive, present directive in the buy. Now the contract was already renewed of Mameno, according to Kataya Omudiamai. As of the time, a president directive neighbor said, I hold a buying yuma tisana epe contract no yen yisadi any fuel and I can let we a police
they issue several.
Yes, and according to Ghana Gas and Neye Kase time as a directive ne buy no na mami renew the contract no dada. They are looking forward to say a beso. If you listen to the last paragraph of their letter, say they are ready to comply with the present directive at all times.
Let's say how much time when the contract no more renew no a beso ana.
But
okay.
I
attaché letter omodema no extending
there be
okay.
And no me checks and so chere me say ebeso somewhere September.
No. Me pa che ni say.
Yabate.
Say letter.
Okay. Me checks. So investigations you need to. Checks say by September there. Because she was not given a year contract.
Sana
yate.
Na
but we know any when
and na omo attach evidence of contract extension. It is not part of this document.
And until I make say we'll go back to them. Plus being
now,
Ghana Gas no. Now the TNA EpaHoa Yebeye Nkomo Fufro from another state institution. Also dear
Ghana Revenue Authority for more there.
Mudas.
Echiamupa.
No. Yeah, Mammy Pidgam Moon. I Pidgam may have been 80.
Oh, say, Enche. Mame fa nko jama washing powder for so aso ye na men kanfo esa seminar yi ma o seminar ye di senior seminar efie nyina ne abusua nyina so age e de atomo jama washing powder yi e na ebo watade ho ban esa ne se e ma watade no empa enye hash on your fabric washing powder bi nso a enye hash e wo wonsa ho wonso otimi koto washing powder bi ade be senior ma with the senior money baby no na won search nyina roro bo so search nyina hwehwew sa washing powder no active ingredient na ewo mu a eyi eye efi no ano den dodo nti me kanfo eye jama washing powder de ama jama washing powder eye very gentle on your hands it sounds so gentle on your fabric na said the tini jama washing powder no so eye hwampa a ye kira se udi si wo niema a chense wakọ shop ashada koto perfume a watu ede egu ho nti niema kanfo ma one se obepe aye jama washing powder yi bi ene na obebusa se obenya bi wahe obenya jama washing powder ewo eye shop bi e ben wo shop bia ye ton eye groceries so ho de ade abetimi enye bi supermarket nyina jama washing powder enso ebu okwa Accra Central now so pe washing powder e de siwuma ene wo busua niema obusa jama washing powder ma no ebe kiro baby bebre a obenya bi jama your partner for clean clothes and American for ede amawo eye ene edeye emena so se ye call eye duasudua heba clinic for ahye na ye nuomo ekudi nkomo na ene pane nsemo a womo ewo edema eye etifo no so ene omama ni nyina asu ama yate wono enka so it is time with eye Dr. Fori oda eye duasudua heba center ano yakoba so a na yede eye interviews I ask do nyina so ebesumu yebasisia
Hey, na Duasudia Herbal Clinic. Se wasa yare easily sa.
Duasudia Herbal Clinic. Na aven watu wa munka. Hunema ni yare. Sunsumu yare. Yare kwankro. Ya wasan wo hono. Yesi bini.
Mekuma yare na ye kwankro. Ana bi mu krade ahye beye. Oduru ho a doctor ne de ahaban gu ni komu a munum ho ara hwim. Ya wenya na yare sa.
Chese instant healing.
Mesewo.
Ayare sa wo ba bi o.
Duasudia Herbal Clinic.
Wo yare no. Dr. Ohinebo Fori e de fasoro na ansa wo de befa fom. Chese ekwan bia so yare antimi nwane emfiri nanim.
Duasudia Herbal Clinic.
E ba yare semu an wa ben seja wa ben wo hye. Kuma se wa brepo broni krom. Fra ho 0248 427 998. Ena kaswa breku 0246 35 47 47.
Akrobato me kanfo dua asudua Herbal Center. Wa ohia bi abra. Ekoyie.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe
989 FM welcome back EpaHoaDaben jumedi time with Duasudia Herbal Center ebre enie yenkwe na yenkotie ensemo a Dr. Ofori ewo ede ema aye happy yetifo ina dogme mo ahamba jumedi so
meje so
na boko de
obade adom
na team no so ho ye
obia ho ye
ye do obade nyankopon ase Duasudia Herbal Center ene wie nkomo ne sen ne de na wo de magana for
voice ya uti eye Dr. Ohiniba Ofori voice me ye penipa meda Duasudia Herbal Center no kaswa breku ena yewo ewo nkran hanomo na se ube kumasi nso a yewo kumasi abrepo broni kromu ena yewo na me na meye the youngest herbal practitioner in West Africa na ye star of healing no ye ni competitive na ye yare sana ye esano enye ene abefu ayare sana manfo eye ni bi ena ye die no eye tetetetete die 50s na Ghana kura enya independent ye ena me papa mo edi ahabeduru a ye frɛ no elekpekpe ene dua sudua yi eye adwuma na eno na 83 abrofo no ba se anka omo ba beji dua bi akọ because na se na dua no esi ye adwuma esi fa no say ba ne say yesi detoxification na yi efi wo ni pedua mu a na omo nti ase se omo de no machine ba ye de no e ahaban na ede nti na ahaban etumi eyi yarewa eni findie ewo nipa system sa na omo nti ase omo ma me papa no mo japade eni awunya eni adodode bebre nanso me papa mo ma omo ti ase eyi busu japade nti omo de ma won enyi yi na saa na ye nam so ema oba ye ekro mu eye ekropona bi mu efri denchra eni amaman enso bibiri eba ye ho na oma beji ayaresa se eba ni se nipa no ya bonu dua ana ye si sase bi aka nipa no ana wakotie eduro so ana ye si musuo bi e de aka no ana se obi di na ko bebi bebi odi na akọ no nipa no ntono na ope oji a oba yen asue ho no ma ye ni se yedi kan ati owudifo kete na de asewo na ya tu odo gbugbo eni magbezo no eni magbenu akuduwo eni trapokotopo no na ye de aye nipa no adwuma se anso yare ya oyari yade a ye de elepepe no eto no so a obenya nkwa anase onya nkwa na se ye ade ni wi na yeto na ade no etumi eden etra na ekere se ade wi de enyi ba yeto na etumi ede ekopem eba na ekere se ade no ye de lepepe no eka no a ebeyi na ye di dua studia no ebe wudi fokete no ade atowo ama ordinary na etiatia so na ye di elepepe na tulukomu na instantly elepepe na rani peduo no na yare na oyare ni se yeduabo che yesasa so bi no de aye no se yo ni nkrabia wo ana otanun arakwa ene ni pan person fanse na brabo a na elepepe no abaden adanie back to sender enyo nipa no se etisen ye de ye ni mechira asem ba de nya ni se patient na wo aba ye nche na wo pa yaresa no ena ye sanwo yare ama ohun eden ato yenti ena me ka kire Ghana fo ene tiefo nyina se ayaresa no enye gidigidi ena enye yedu konom ndonu wa numbi asano wa sebi de ezese unye emo ni pedua no se ubenya honto no wa yibi ba ebesi ene yaresa no unye bi yare be nko awrano no wa ya tia na tie we ena dua studio eba center ye fra o se ayinfo chinye no ebi didi ebi echi na kusuku skentia so ode betwa omenia okobisa konfama edi ayeden agro no eba ofie osu bo kwantini ede akwakohwe bradua studio eba center na bra na be experience the power of elekpepe be experience the power of elekpepe freyin na faye di nkomo ye location entrance ewu entrance ensei na nka se wase anase akechi enidaso ewo hono ema wo ewo dua studio eba center we ebra 00246 35 47 another 47 0246 35 47 another 47 ana 0248 42 79 98 0248 42 79 98 Frenoma we na fe dua studio eba center fo enya encounter na ye mboawo ye kase ye boawo na ye boawo ofise enye eduro na oji eduro no na konum eduru je enye no ba ye eduro no ye ebe ya so ho no no edomo sronko ye ni compatibility because elepepe no ekra spiritual source of power obi ebisa sesia se na ye ni eduro bia na yankase ya ye to ana ye withdraw hono ma yanka say yaye Food and Drugs Authority for agi yetumu a yeton eno de e drug store eno na efe ne Babangida no eno na ye Babangida no ye mema eduru Babangida no think of formuti eno ne ye mema eduru anu no ukoto a eno no eboa o mema yimu ama bibia ye kama kwantu bia na opese unko so ko warware sankore nyankpanduri bobi sango prampram unya fa Babangida no ebeboa ama wakokwa no so bia opese unko any drugstore bia eba shop bia ko benye bi ba se eba ne se bia wenya materials bi ewo ni pedri ni muso yo ba anase yo bema se bia otumi esonchi moja anase nsu bi ete egu na ade a ukọ drugstore a kase ope Ohiniba o capsules kase ope Ohiniba o capsules Ohiniba o capsules no oba to menom bema to menom Ohiniba o capsules no oba to menom bema to menom enu ne eyi babaso eni yare bia ara no a ewo oba anase bema ho soju sobuja anase bi wase hyehew oba wayase ya prostitute aji obi bia kyerese eye ase woni pedua no kura eno de wherever you are no ubetuma akọ nearby drugstore na pharmacies ana se chemical shop ana herb shop now ombo Ohiniba o capsules PB a o prostitute no ebe shrink no kura ama obi a oju so ntentem katika kura na yedi hye obeme no ujo ebe yefi okura Ohiniba o capsules be yefi okura oni dey special for oba anase bema any sexual transmitted infection diseases bia Ohiniba o capsules be yefi okura but eba ne say bema o bema na wo sisi yawo severe one no ye ka severe waist pain no aya enyi no na you to efri nsema ama okwan so ko akoye adabiriju na akoye se odobna da no eno de bomodi ase obenya Babangida because Babangida enye eduru ayidi agro na oni peni kura na meme kasa kura no elepepe twede pepe hwe ejuma ye obi se hello Ohiniba se elepepe ejuma elepepe ya diketwa na me de elepepe san yale na di West Africa EpaHoaDaben practitioner ye ba Ghana hanom no dua studio Eba center yepa na echusu ye say we are the best Eba practitioner in West Africa, the leading Eba practitioner in West Africa. Kwa your Facebook no so bodua studio na kwa Instagram na kwa juma yeye kwa YouTube no so dua studio kwa dua so YouTube na hwe juma yeye the West Africa yeni competitive ye me do se jidu na konom because do no anu do na amboao sister do na amboao bra edo no unu ya amboao papa unu do na amboao tia na etie bra dia studio Eba center nemfa elekpepe aban m2 so ne enji yare bi afu so na ho eden m2 Fre 0246 no man na be to dwa no Fre 0246 35 47 another 47 Fre 0246 35 47 another 47 o Fre this number we are o de benya encounter na san Fre 0248 42 79 98 0248 42 7998 frɛ no ma we na fe enya encounter dua sudia yewo kasua breku ena yewo Accra hanom yewo kasua breku ena yewo ena obe Kumasi nso a Kumasi yewo Abrepo Broni Krumu Kumasi yewo Abrepo Broni Krumu ena ti bibium ebe ni kesi obe kache doctor eya oba unche ade unche eduru bia mami nchire weduru baako wankasa ebetuma abo eweni onse si eni eye kanea weni enya na ekere se oni pedu nyina ebe sun mepacho wo a weni so eta hyehye wo eso eta prunusu weni eta kekawo amamai eta ba woni so ohwe ade a ontumi hwe yi mepacho pe carrot kodwom kope carrot no okọ a yemu mienu wo ho ye wa abrofo de na ayeboyeboyo nu enu bibi enim owi diabetes na obenya bibi enim pe bibifo de nu bi aye nketenkete se mesoa no pe enu bi ubo se ewusu aye fi fabre fi ne betwetwe nyina otwetwe nyina wi ampaso anajo bia okọ akoda fa betin baako fa hye wenum na we gra wenensa na no musubuso mepato nada na fo solia weninu kona kotra weninu na hwe yani saa for 7 days pe saa for 7 days weninu se so ekeka wo se ye kusukusu se ye ode nyina abejai ama wenisu atese wan ena tu se me wie no eye ya because ebi wo na echi anyompa before carrot no ebi wo na echi anyom ndi se ori na enyuma na ontumi a mepato ni juice carrot no ye carrot no juice na mepato na enya juice na anaju bi okoda ye nim na nopa enye ejuma ewe ni enye ejuma enyumbe na wo kwa akoda no enu ne eye the last juice a obe take one glass na wanam na wakoda me more just 7 days na obe win for a 1 month we ni so ye kusukuzo spectacle a wo nyina obe nyina fio we ni so bete wo say wan ama bibia aye kama we na ade amede chew be yare ni wo na wo yare wo no madu ayenko eno de ebetuma ye nto yare ana obi kwa na ode ayero ana obi to na awakwa na obi di ade no eye osa eno de bomodin ase obebedua su de ba center ye bere na ayebe mame fa no manu ntodwa na frem di nkomo sisia 0246 35 47 another 47 0246 35 47 another 47 na safre 0242 87 62 0248 okay
where you know where anymore
obi sa man we hanimo masa man ye for why 0248
yes 0248 42 79 98
if you know we are odi ebenya encounter no be any onheniba ofori shalom Medinkra. Bye bye.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Hey, na Dua Herbal Clinic. Sa wasa yare easily sa.
Dua Herbal Clinic. Na aven watu wa monka. Honema ni yare. Sunsumu yare. Yare kwankro. Ya wasa no ho no. Yesi bini.
Mekuma yare na ye kwankro. Ana bi mu kra de ahye beyie. Oduru ho a doctor ne de ahaban gu ni komu a munum ho ara hwem ya wanya na yare sa.
Chese instant healing.
Mesewo.
Ayare sa obabi o.
Dua Herbal Clinic.
Wo yare no. Dr. Ohineba Ofori e de fasoro na ansa wo de befa fom. Chese ekwan bia so yare ntimi nwane emfiri nanim.
Dua Herbal Clinic.
E bayal semu an wa ben seja wa ben wo hye. Kuma se wa brepo broni krom fra ho 0248 427 998 ena kaswa breku 0246 35 47 47
akrobato me kanfo dua asudua heba center wa ohia bi abra ekoyie.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Echo's Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Rise and shine, it's another day to stay on point. Toast to spread, it's still on point. Watch it spread it all day long. Still on point, yes, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
Watch it spread,
it's still on point.
For your bread,
it's still on point.
For your toast,
it's still on point.
It's yummy delicious,
it's still on point.
Still on point, yes, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
Still on point, yes, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
For your toast, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
Fortune spread, it's yummy delicious.
It's still on point.
Fortune spread, delicious, creamy, and always on point. This advert is FDA approved.
Big goal. Big goal. Big goal. Number one everywhere you go. Big goal. For the friends and the family. Big goal. Big refreshing moment. Big goal. For the kids and the adults. Big goal. Boys and girls with a drink up. Big goal. Everywhere the party day. Big goal. We go mash up the place with it. Big goal. Greatest in every battle. Big goal. Big goal. Big refreshing moments.
Big old drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Etoda, wo kontimi do champagne pa, nanso wo sike kura wo no. Na ye juice ene betumi ato. So, so pese wo kura mre kura sika, na udwumadi a wudie, wonu mu a wonim dwumadi no, etimi dima wo e wo bra wode emfidie a esefata edi dwuma ne dia. Ene ha ho kura. Isanze E Productions. Ye be sort you out. Freyen. So open studio and production equipment rental. Emfidie a ye di twa sene ahodo nyina no. Ye betumi di bia fam. Corporate and social videography. Se wo do dwumabie a wo pese otwe egun homa so. Freyen. TV commercials, se wo ton wo niema na pese amanfo ehunu e wa kasamfoni so. Freyen. Documentaries, freyen. Photography, any live streaming, se wo twamfoni kama pa. Anaze wo di dwumabie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu. Freyen. Why nyum na pese oya nyum no ho akasamfoni a freyen. Jingle, IVR, any voice over production, freyen. Short and long film, freyen. Yetetefon homanie 0242 755 323 ana 0302 254 858 ana sa hwie kira kwan yewo Asylum Down ye ben Happy 98.9 FM. E Productions, capture the moment.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054-383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
Rise and shine, it's another day to stay on point. Toast to spread, it's still on point. Watch it spread it all day long. Still on point, yes, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
Watch it spread,
it's still on point.
For your bread,
it's still on point.
For your toast,
it's still on point.
It's It's yummy delicious. It's still on point. Still on point. Yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Still on point. Yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. For your toast. It's still on point. It's still on point. Fortune spread. It's yummy delicious. It's still on point.
Fortune spread. Delicious, creamy, and always on point. This advert is FDA approved.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
98.9 FM happy any in dini dwumadie no eye EpaHoaDaben. Medase safre no adwene a mekayo semidin ene Bismark Brown obetimi afre me baby show produced by Joel Sanko and of course the man in black Reynold Yao Ajiman aka The Mask. We are ably supported by two ladies, Jemima and Joyce. Amajumedie no etwagu live on Facebook. Afi no aba na mamo akwaba na onso ode wanu disem aba na makenkan ede ama. Ma metinsi Facebook na o messages ni bia ode aba no memfa bi entwemu. We've been joined by our studio guest already, Enchene Betiesi and Semono Emu ene area. Na meba Facebook mabekan o messages ni bia. Piaga ejina ha den uchiaye. So good afternoon, baby. I'm watching you live from Achim Asafo. Piaga, thanks for joining us. Emil Smith. Ode ena beto e na ha unia chirimuna chira wadwene. Usade ni nyina no. E wosa wo chira wadwene nti bibi chira wadwene onti bibi ase ana wodi obi nya adwene a pacho free your mind and kan show mu ntworo keke. Free your mind. Obi eni hono mo betimi aka kasabwade a show yem why Emil. So let's hear your thoughts on any issue we've discussed this afternoon. Raphael Lumo ese good evening Happy FM for and thanks for the good job you're doing. Surely someone must tell the president to listen to your program once a week. Because we give useful feedback. Comensa Pillar 2 and so the freedom kwabenya no diaba. Or say Honorable Ekia every year is the winner in the Ablekuma North elections. Kukurudu. No reruns. Or say special greetings to Hajia Safia Mohammed, next NPP National Women's Organizer, and Honorable Naomi Owusu, next Greater Accra Regional NPP Women Organizer. Hopeful. All right. Paul Amenosoji and so joining and Paul said, we the NDC don't like fighting and we want justice and peace. I don't know in what particular issue are you discussing now or commenting. Paul Amenosoji essay or here na ohia. Okay, Paul, we'll attend to your need. Okay, he continues to say the NDC is the best for the future of Ghana. Masawood Kumase Bantama, I'm urging the government to fulfill its campaign promises and take more decisive stance against illegal mining in the country. If declaring a state of emergency is the solution when you were in opposition, what has changed now that you are in power? Governance is a serious business. Regards to former KMA boss, Honorable Sampine. Isaac Akroma, and so say Ohe live in the area. Maybe Ohe live with you, so I know my hunu. Na etimi acknowledge. Thanks for joining us variously. And NTC and then komwa eda epono so. In our discussion and area, kwaku or say kwachesi du dodo na efreno koka. Okasa edema osunu kukurukwa nyoko the New Patriotic Party. And ye ubohunu no shechede a ne atwere so DMB and a signal no so strong. Inti eno ene na hyenso de Albertai Ede Ehunu no. Koka tenase with Koka as well in the studio. Yenia Kobe Wilson. Kobe Wilson, Deputy Comms Officer, Emma NDC Amanyoko no ewo Ewutu Senya constituency. Benifo mame mamo akwaba mamo aha ene adwonyina emmomuo. Bichichiam.
Bibia jodo
na ahoden wo ho de.
Ahoden wo pa.
Do bwa de Nyankopon ase. Kobe mame ndi kan busa. Ene na mframa mu se ye kan ya ba bedum kwasi adabi na ebeka oman ni mu nyina wona ofia ban mu ukọ social media ebi se enye nokre ebi se ye nokre but utie minister no so a waka bibi se a bit me about say I can't bedum. What's the what's the communication?
That was chair with free now. Yeah. Chair me studio colleague panel award. Chairman Sim Suajari.
Okay.
Oh, Outstanding constituency. Now my team communicators.
Okay.
As well as my original boss Gabriela. I'm chair of Samajan Fibio.
I know man is me.
You better say a personal vendor of ECG. I have to credit with your mobile phone. With the mobile phone number, you'll be receiving kind of text message from them from somewhere from the Monday.
Yeah.
At the Monday coming, they've been texting messages of some maintenance that will be taking place in a particular Jerusalem. See, they are trying to give us the notice ahead of time. Of course, maintenance is a good thing. For some time now in Amkani part of it was for maintenance. It did not have to take place. Officially, we haven't had that communication as to whether indeed we.
Okay.
But they've been sending the message across. It cannot be that they are going to do across the nationwide at a go. Bam. It's in phases.
Okay.
They will do persuado, and I will do region, and I will do baby awana. They still inform you and they carry on the activities.
Okay.
And it hasn't been that they are going to shut down the entire nation. No. How do we survive? How do we live? It cannot be like that. So it is going to be. I've seen that they are doing it, but it's been done on region by region. If they are going district by district, that's how they are doing it. And when they get to your districts, they still inform you ahead of time.
Okay.
Now, I prepare what they be in the year at 3. Then from there they can embark on this exercise. It is good for all of us. If we use the energy or we use the Kanye.
Yeah.
Now if you the that's it, you need to maintain for some time. At a point we had similar cases.
Okay.
The reason given was that for some time they had then not maintained their their maintenance and kodo one hamahaman crowd to one shani. Since management has taken place, and I think one of the way forward to secure proper efficient energy, not just buying the crude oil to power thermal plant alone, not just making sure that Kosovo is always full and powering, but also what we have, we must maintain it. Into maintenance is one of the cultures we must all embrace across board.
Okay.
Meaning to have quality of service, you must be able to maintain what you used in getting those services done. Okay. So I think that's what is happening. I think we should encourage them to do so, and also support them with our whatever we can to do to make sure it works. Yeah.
Koka, I don't know if you have views on this matter.
Yeah, mechia watifu no mechia mpanimfo a make this platform available no mechia me party hierarchy head of comms and my GMB team.
Okay.
Well, for 8 years, yenya power outage for 8 weeks because of maintenance. Yeah, so sene me te say a maintenance no ntini ye dum kania. Then makuma be yemeya because I'm told or we know the 1 cedi that when you add up becomes 10%. Yede 16th yede babe to full also. Yes, yede we
the address energy sector Canada.
Yes, here they address energy sector. So it means when it comes to servicing, the operationality, smoothness, no, that is what it means. Because first, the question we pose as a party, MPP, was said to on the quiet day, and yes, here they were servicing to sustain and make sure the systems are running smoothly. Yes, no, and yet no a barber clear can. So say yes service this is the NDC talking. We live and pray the omo canon ever happen. But
what ye baby I see a service no. So what ye baby I see service now is a gas pipeline. And with the gas pipeline, I don't know how it will become district or regional managed. I the minimum say be a say okay, national it be a 6 to 4. You be cut off. Na normal SCA no. It be a 6 a.m. to 4 a.m. You be cut off na the SCA no. Send you be restore power but as in gradual and systematic, that one I don't know. I'm not a technical person. But what I have known in years of experience, there are certain systems you and your regional base, a national base, so no bunker for no coco. It put measures in place, it making sure timelines now, woman, you work within the range.
Ma mimbo Dr. John Jenapo ono ankasa ne nchechiri mu efasa issue ho na me se benya some clarity.
This is happy.
And in line with this, let me use this opportunity to inform Ghanaians that this Sunday ENI will turn off their valve temporarily to increase gas production to about 270 mmscf. That is good news. It means that we are stabilizing the power sector. But let me also use the opportunity, and members of the press, please help us to spread this information. Because the plant will be turned off for that short period within the day for maintenance works, we are likely to experience some interaction or interruption of power. Please bear with us. It is for good purpose. It is to enable us to stabilize the power. We've done all the scenarios, we've done all the analysis. And based on the advice from the engineers, I've directed that we do not attempt to run those plants on liquid fuels for that short period, because it involves changing nozzles, it involves a lot of work. And so if you are going to be off for about 4 to 6 hours, you don't risk it transitioning to liquid fuels only to come back to gas. We are working around the clock to minimize any potential adverse impact during that period. But I want to appeal to Ghanaians to bear with us for that short period. Once the work is done, we shall stabilize supply of gas, increase gas production, and that will improve the delivery of power.
EpaHoaDaben.
Dr. John Jenapo Nchechirimu de bae efa pending dumso eno ensemo no eno we nye dumso we ebeye dumsiesie se ne na Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe ekano so no me adwen say ebeye dumsiesie.
So I don't know how the terminologies are how you call them or how
you can dum no because ye maintenance dumsiesie.
Fine. But
and now dumso ye load shedding.
All right. So you are giving interpretation to that, right?
Now so I'm just telling you what
dumso means that load shedding. And I don't say means that
maintenance.
Right, I hear you. But basically, the minister speaking is appealing to Ghanaians that there is a particular to do with our plants. Now, like I said earlier, if you want quality of service, maintenance should be part of your itinerary, everything that you do. We do maintenance. If you pay a simple, you call for maintenance. Do you know even human beings?
NPP maintenance.
NPP, you see,
you didn't accept that explanation.
There are two different things that is at play here.
Okay.
When you are transparent with your dealings, people naturally trust you, and whatever you say, they believe you. But when you do things in a quick manner, in a short form, if you say American people say, "Hey, be a part of the they won't believe you. It's not. If be a do sadama, your integrity, how people perceive you to be, you must always uphold that reputation."
Okay.
As I say, maybe they were doing so.
MPP fundi even
who will believe MPP? No, nobody. So basically, as a government, no.
It will be
I know, the first I remember, about 57% Ghanaians and more do not trust the NPP in anything. And so basically, it's a call on all of us. I am Andy Saban, I am Muhammad Danino. Yeah, I'm calling you gonna fool with you. We are carrying every Ghanaian along. And see, oh yeah, there. I want to assume one. Yeah, but one kind there. Them don't shri kakri. Them to be able to
4 and 6 hours.
Exactly. You see, we be able to 3 years. Now show you my kakra. Every crowd when they be here, standby, maybe generator or something to support your activities. Now the matter. It is better than you not tell us anything.
Okay.
Go for our own good. Now I carry on because you are in authority.
All right.
All right. So I think we should all bear with them or bear with the government of the day and let's make sure we make progress.
The way we proper committee. Coca.
I am so happy today. He is affirming that the president of our modern day, who is a father of inconsistency, who supervises consistency when it comes to lies deployed, does not care, a man who led to sacking of people from their church, from their jobs, a man who has sat on a for 6 months, you didn't do so. The most dishonest person, the most dishonest character, John Jinapo, containers flying away, cables flying away, accusing people, lying from center and here.
Obro Funadoso.
Obio Utumi Kanokure. Obio Utumiko Parliament know that dazzled because of Onwanin Trudi. Tell me the credibility about John Dramani and energy minister. How Nanado what power? How many times did we increase power? What percentage of taxes near the two? So first 6 months, you were saying almost 17%. When I will carry people around, when I will carry people who do with lights, when I will carry people around. Hey, I said,
okay.
Containers in here, cables in here. And Crofona, committee
related to
exactly
eminent power.
I am telling you, all I want to tell is that man on Kanokre.
Okay.
Me peja uba. Call him. Maybe answer service. How long will it take? Service never started tambeng and never ended tambeng. Because only engineers na juma. A system. Or starting or see ECG na air manage. But let's be honest, ECG power na free baby no matter.
Exactly.
What you say. And your man frontier say ECG is not the final control of our power.
Say ECG.
Power the brain
exactly.
ECG power now be service. ECG has nothing to do with it.
No, sir. Baby a generative power no.
Yes.
Generative power no.
Yes.
And ECG also the amayen.
Yes.
Say baby a generating no problem or what. ECG enya enough power.
Good. And I make us so.
Inti I was say ECG and a manage supply no. Because ono onya do free generators no.
And
that is why problem. I is part of this.
No. May case say issue now about no. Between government and the main producer. Fix it problem no. Say fix it problem now. Whatever challenges are ECGC always is still will go on. Because majority of power and free segment in so what you say because other thermal plants is but a split of power services. But yentias say that people more services. What are the exact times of the bear services?
Very well. We made the prakwemu. Other issues at that point. Some say one of the things we've been dealing with has to do with the fact that we lost a very young politician, Honorable Ernest Yaokumi, and that also simply means that there is by-election looming. Quick comments on this sad story. Now,
The man has lost his life. May his soul rest in peace. May the young man pay my busiani bibia. But can you say, no being a tree? Ewe kunyano. Ya ye bibia, we still need parcos on Tenumasi. In January, we won't go for Kunyane Sasa.
They won't be funny, sir.
And I said, no, pray for by elections. By elections now by on five.
No, I didn't just pray for by elections.
Boss. Nyame ene bonipa. Nyame ne kura nipa. Hey, we are seeing you go to me a bibia. Benye bibia na wo ho akwanya. Se nyame dia de dia. Nipa wape. Enye nyame ape. Enti oni nipa wo ho a no matter baby am wo bia no. More don't know. Yeah, enti way there is nothing by elections beba. We are in an era. There is rule of law near Jumebi. Bibi Abeko Court be a Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice. Our prayers will be dear then and Abeton in our suite. Only determined your Abbott Nasso. Near Koyano, in my favor, let's see the Mrs. Mine.
Kobe, hey brother, Bibi. You know, sometimes I say, book back and can't tell me a school this, no. Was a Bibi or Phoebe a stroke crap. But I agree, so sometimes I may bear with them. You know, people might have lost their faith, what they were holding on to. So they are really in pain. The MPP Nikas and Kasa or Yaudima, and so on, I say, can we bear with them? They are our brothers. We cannot throw them away. Remember that. You know, we say life is full of mysteries. And things that happen, particularly with death, nobody has answers to death. They say, hey, yo, because we are all young people, that man is obviously paying maybe 1 year, or be also less than 1 year. He's I think in 40s, right?
Yes,
early 40s.
I think 41.
And all of us here, if you are not close to 40, you might be even about 40. Into in kind of the prime time in he has a family, he has a vision to help his constituency and his people and his country. I do crank Kabia Pedoya, okay, to in the bigger support. They're able to work what they ever some woman or can be do. As I say. Now, young fa Sabi, the matter in Chemi, your friend here among yourself. This is happy. Every politician go for competition. Yeah. If you are a politician and you are scared of competition, then you are not a politician. You are not a serious one. Because certainly people contest you. People will also have the same rights you have to inherit something, to go through the same thing. And therefore, if in course of the fight or the battle, you lose your breath. Yeah, maybe so. Fetch him. There, you're a pro baby who near the house from the process not. That's a show qua. I am some papa. You go upon us only Madina or say, no, only Manamba. And basically, so the master means, sir, it be so full of bet you 1 way, near Shawun Kran. The Yamina, ordinary Chawun, or the young brother, and as committee, be so not Chagano. Then you go upon now for Kwan Bidra, but to wash on our name. And see, the man being here, I ain't kind of fool. Yen Casade, you now teach some cassette. It's not about time that you'll be baby. Who knows? If you have response to death, there are many people that have died, including John Kumar. Sorry, if I say, could have given us the answer. On the point, we had the intel that some people gave him something to eat and was poisoned. This is what happened. No, it's alleged.
Yeah, oh, Canada, send your money.
Basically, Obiamu, Nana, assembly. But we've seen NDC young men, including the CEO of NIP and OKJ and Co. Now, boss, some of the ones who watch or to the X platform on Facebook or Maniaco. Nobody wish death on anybody. Ghana Libya or Tsase. Now, all plan no wish death on Ghana, Kunipa, or any papa is an evil person. And nobody does that. And again, if we put anything like
nobody does that in India. I mean, no one.
Openly, a typical Ghanaian. So no one can power way as it.
That's a mistake. That's hypocrisy.
Only a choice of words. Me out to Hade. My friendship in there. we see there will be no BB. You hope on corner for and that's divinity. You can't question that. And see, my work could do you hope for the currency. Now, if you want to get a name, now in there, name persuaded you open baby. Obi. So I represent my come pass. I bet no one. Also, the Macomanda soon. And we know better. I say, so about coalition. This is politics. The coalition and open now be damn. And surely, NDC has proven that in the Ghana foot on the quadim. In the Ghana Paloqual, sincerity and purpose will be honest with them. So then they will know what to vote or cast their vote. As I say, okay.
And that one takes me straight to Ablekuma North. Young Chassis in Free Ablekuma North. Any MPP candidate or Madame Ekwefri. The application for injunction has been dismissed. Meaning say more press conference leading to a indicating say more rejecting and boycotting Ablekuma North rerun na ebebaso. Now court are dismissing injunction. I was thinking say be a more boycotting because munim say mo be secure injunction am ade na masokra.
We needed that.
We needed that. So you see, you don't declare yourself winners. This is electoral commission. So on what basis now we declare who winners?
A court, and a mandate said then collate and declare. So say court. Yes, na is impending for who are trying to say omu negotiate omu stay. Because there is a threat of them so mbe lose or mejuma and negotiate or stay. Nam penning for call parliament. As some moko kan any deal before for bekan, no. I mean, clear. And you show pink sheet and okaya you call Justice Atukuba. Go no kind. Or say once the pink sheet woho our figures no also our returning officer na sign. So we party and sign. Legit. Ye woni nyina bibia show se bibia wo ho enne nipa na okopa aja etu dan no no NDC youth organizer e was our constituency see amano MCA
no evidence on okosoja no
say aboni din aka
evidence
yes yaka
evidence no way
we yanya ade afa ne ye be ye krokro de John e wo
evidence no way
NDC
capture the
seat they want it. But I am happy, say, your dream pempensoa, we are rewriting your democracy. Say, government in power and the rule of law. Any other independent institution does not matter. So when we are ready, say, obey Juma, I'm a government in power. That is how it is. What you say? There is no rule of law. It is everything that Mahama Pesoye and Ekoso Ghana. So, na see you, Yamibe Adum, Yabeba Bemu. Your places are yes, you will lose. We will use the same book now. Actually, near the eye. Say, models na put it together. Am I? NDC is rewriting new models. Am I? And that models near the Bay Juma. And you should know, say, when it comes to intellectuality, MPP, we are very intelligent people. We are democratic people. Ye bunipa ye donipa. What is ye kumubipata? What is ye the kuaba etna kunyasuda? What is say ye the basabasa yo ye bibi? John Mama Jina so say ye ba. Amanyo kuwa eye basabasa eye bibibia omo ye number 1 na waba abem na we sisi na ye onwa ti amane how whatever they want to do no but bibia tresi eji EC boss Jimensa any the 2 deputies trying to negotiate their stay already NDC war replacement mamo hey omo pomundi gari ma
and then say Jimensa negotiating his stay
we nyina e krokro de John
we obi kasa bosirem kan so di kan awozo ni nyina so bi ade kasa
so momentious here what happened in parliament in some okay kan no you call
electoral commission statement or the babontin announcing this rerun or the chichiremu kan ho
by your kura o person me send pink sheet ni nyina ma ni nyina valid
then it say valid and your party now determine the validity of the sheet.
So the three penny kai it go see say 19
and I make us a statement no the buy minim so kind there omo chire mu nti ekwa 19
that nonsensical paper
really
that paper
and the EC statement is nonsensical
that paper any credibility no
And the EC credibility.
That paper that is very dishonest.
And the EC
that paper that is putting a whole community line in jeopardy. ECA deny who.
But is this not the same issue as 6 months ago? Namujini Dipa. Coca,
what has changed?
I should ask you that.
Because you went, the Oka and what's his son? You go through a process. 66, ya baba be do aka 3 I be declare. Because, and Oka Bibia, a few is leading.
Must say by 414.
Yes, and pink sheet too. So why can't they verify
your scanned pink sheets?
But the scanned pink sheets,
19 of them, according to Jean Mensah, were not validated by EC officers, and so
but and now only part of validate is Okasai.
Okay.
So the EC person or validate is Okasa.
Let's say polling stations 19. It is not validated by one presiding officer. Every police station has a presiding officer.
We also saw argument here. What happened at Domi Kwabinya? They normally declare
scanned pink sheets.
And yeah, no normally declare
because they had EC officers validate here.
But we are validating. Now make a choice.
Who validate way?
This inconsistency. Hey, Jemens or Paunko Yesu ho. No munyani nje Gilbert no ni chimbe jina. John Dramani Mahama. Why na jeni data? In the answer sanhui. But I'm saying say in all this, you try new model, a working model. From 2020, all elections from 2020, it's only
Dr. Manebu, I must say, with more complaints with me ECIA means that Mumeka Womo NDC Huna Omo fixed the broken electoral commission.
Untrona Odi about your friend is saying superior officers now where you medino. Onya butre no answer those questions, no nya credible issues with credible people.
But he was handling and leading the NDC's election management team.
Please. Yeah.
Ojitum said the EC is broken.
It's not broken. The EC
but you're calling them out.
Because you're calling them out because your credibility.
Yeah, I mean, say if
credibility.
If the election management body any credibility, then it is broken.
It is not broken. It is somebody ya kana sha emiano.
Enye
nepe no de bibi. Maminka bibincho. Oko parliament. Dear no kokai under oath no dear no.
Ose akatre, ohia security penal they declare.
Yes. Enti overnight no dear ne buy no san be twa antro say ye ba meeting ye agree. They are a bunch of liars.
No, but okay easy statement na there is nowhere oka say more parties no mo gitu mu. There is nowhere oka say. Indeed, the first 2 paragraphs o state party be a position omo ese omo be maintain omo nsesa. And o call feda ekire ni nti a o kase ye kwa rerun. O say Eba beto dwa on the 12th of June, emro mo free parties no. Say 19 presiding officers and validate
and I may say statements now can let's go basis to your call Supreme Court no and use the white paper in a verdict like him. Never match argument now make
Supreme Court's verdict being
Atuguba. Nebusa said, what did he say about the pink sheets?
So if you go by what Atuguba said, then the EC may be right because Omone the originator of the source document. And without the source document, won't mean validate open sheet. Atuguba means that it does not lie in the mouth of more parties, to say, Meji election results be atum because men sign pink sheets.
When you say the NDC has no documentation to even contest what they are asking for. When you say NDC need documentation,
they have made that point.
Yes, into what basis no they cause kasi yanko run this place no.
Because ono isi no ntimi nje momo de na mo de abane ntum because ono oni source document page na so
opa onfa nkuruma emfa omo no omo John Mama enim no omo omo gugu omo ye obesisa omo. And I want to tell them that for the longest time we will classify them as people who don't love Ghana, people who are greedy and self-centered.
Easy for
yes, the 3 disciples that they are inconsistent and they are liars. They are hypocrites and they don't represent honesty and they are not fit to be called Ghanaians.
Enti obe support obi or the petition be come President Mahama so onyu mu ana.
Me support why?
Obi or the petition be ko say omo a this adjective so describe omo no enjo madwuma fi omo
say. How do I go to somebody who is very consistent in his inconsistencies? How do I send a petition to him?
No, me say obi the petition call.
And I say how do I support a petition to John Dramani Mahama? Obi are very consistent in his consistency. Or true book can say
no, but your problem now is with the EC.
No,
your problem now is with the EC. When you see adjectives be brave, they describe what much they say almost fit for human empire.
Yes,
and I'm say on that basis,
yes.
So be a trigger constitutional processes to remove them from office. Obe support to say ni panana. Enye John Mahama.
Me na ode koma hwan no aye ho adwuma. Because nipa no de be violate. You see, as much as I'm against ade awaye no, I will not violate your human rights. What you say?
Me too.
Say you do omko a na be mo fair hearing. You have a right to respond this and oni engage omo. I respect. But I'm saying nipa na ye de ade no koma no. He is against human rights. President ye de ade na kama. Ni bibi o can be any do e be vice versa. Uti ensem o kan prayer day no.
O kan sem bebre.
O se me anya dan. Me attack judiciary me anya say me yenye baako. But dey no ye CJ no.
Ono no ye bibi.
Ana so na lead.
There be so no the conveyor belt.
Oh, no consider no.
Anya ono no chro petition no.
Me pa
cho dey no crusader no.
On e crusader no. Adwuma we DC modern day settings o. Wo ani da so bi a fa bo bra. Pa so obeda asori se NDC be sakra o no. Ya ne em so wo da em wo.
Kobe Wilson, Ablekuma North. Menim say mo ye campaign den enemy say mo national chairman Johnson Esedun Ketia enam house to house. But MPP phone so twe sasemi a wo mo pa kire say there is no basis electoral commission be declare say Okakore run elections no 19 polling stations. Mamintie your thoughts on agency omesie no and electoral commission ankasa na muntu on this matter.
Bibi mamino wasibie na you know me feel ende ade that who in national issues or so the you discuss passionately dispassionately na feel the as youth and Ghanaians, I am so young. My baby posterity will be fair to us.
EpaHoaDaben.
When you turn the whole argument into attacks, personal attacks, describing people with names, things you cannot substantiate, it makes the whole thing difficult.
Kafante.
Emma Kasami Oyeden. It's I say. The way I did in Crofuma, I mean, Papanum. Na etumi for president ni dimpa emfa eni dibia emfa nka ho. Question is, awankasa ujina be then. The Jumida road, when they trust into your hands, do you have the knowledge to do that? And because you have to criticize them, might just say anything. The criticism and criticism maybe a young professional with your criticism, you are still calling them names, which you have no basis to do that. Today, the same J. Sana NPP Abodu. I mean, what the Babamba, what the jail name can crack. One man the 24-hour protection. What's so your security men? Also, Kujuma, what's so good fee, woman armor cars. Today, what is the NPP saying? What are they saying? Must be our cool, some men who now born. Near man could be in abo. I said, okay, now, what is his problem? Maybe the cook, right? What is his problem? Because he must point out to the problem, diagnose it, let's find a solution.
The problem here, flip-flopping, and also 3, and then 19.
So when you asking ultimately, so what will be a solution to the problem you think you are sensing? Let's say no problem, abadi na dream for home. What will be a solution? Now you see, and I don't see no crime morning. The cancer again in there, and now MPP free. There never super Jimen say I can't want to ask you say no. What's your time I want to ask you? Now so one akọ Kwansen Krom no ndampa ma me ni do bio ha on so no for how you perceive it. You say again be so there or repetition painful to get her removed or maybe incompetence or something. We support it. You say no. This is any of them. Say any if you are obi so the if you are about sport in the in America. So what do you want? The NPP, what do they want? The fact that they've sent you, it doesn't mean you must criticize everything. Because I also our personal reputation, you have your integrity to protect. They said, you speak things that potentially refer to you. As I said, basically, sometimes we are in South Fan, sometimes we stroke over those they have to save me. What do you mean? What I mean is that I'm not saying somebody is going to take his life, no. Okay. But they are credible in what to say, in what you do, because you must back your things by principles. And he hasn't shown any principles in whatever he says here. And Penny Pano, nobody on so anywhere. Would you support his or her removal? And you don't know what to say. And you are calling them names. And I must say, yes, many do or for different man.
Are you serious? How many times did you condemn the attacks on Nana Akufo-Addo?
You can condemn a person, his work, yes, but you don't attack his personality. I don't remember attacking Akufo-Addo's personality.
So you don't understand your party attacking him. So basically,
I was just quiet. Not that what we're saying we're all true and factual. My brother, Ablekumanov, Abasan Waba, Yako Abatorodo. And not say, for 4 years, they never had anybody to bring them legally in Parliament. You were supporting that agenda of the party. Nobody came to attack you. Them Kofu, them Otiwejihon, where nipa? Sao, where nipa? Where Ganafa? So what I'm saying, now we have had a leadership. Than this kind of concept to share with. Yeah, in Jobia or own your rep of parliament. Whatever has gone into it, you may not privy to it. Maybe now, yes, work about 19 polling stations. Let's go for reballoting. Who truly emerged a winner?
Are you not worried? Say, electoral commission, 50 January of this year. As someone ma catch Ghana phone in say aka 3 polling stations. No mu hear security. No mu hear.
Do you remember how many times?
Na ene. In the 6th month, and Sana omo realizes say. I was say a quiet 19 rather than 3 because your officers na ya form adwuma no. Oman validate pink sheets, and the EC never knew this until July.
Which one surprises you? Which of them surprises you?
No, I asked you a question. Answer and don't answer a question.
2020, you were in this country. Kuka was in this country. The MPP were in this country. When a whole presidential election result got changed about 5 times, were you not worried?
So
we were worried then, we are worried now. But the point is that the things that they began with, whatever they planned there with their MPP, is what now they are exposing them. It was exposing them. I don't know one MPP. What he said, I only could tell us boldly, but I check could have simply no or come boldly. Any Mr. Kwan Bonnie be asked you, baby Nabano. Now, Bismark, Lord Comey, say, you're po, he will not hand over power. No, for that case, no. Don't put a hand over my power, but hand a man. I said, because of your man, one is 101 yes.
Okay.
And this carpet, wait, what's cooking? The Payan soldier on Philip Wong. I don't know what you do. Obi ni mpanyinfo tena ase 4 years no rep. One more wada. 1 year also. Today, place is gone. The same reason about in my Jane or any Jane. Jane Manson or Yami Kobe was NDC in Jane. Well, I can't afford Jane. No, any in Jane. Because you bought it. That's what I'm saying yet. Well, for when they say Biado. So we are Hoba. Me can't know one of the flag bearers. Otum court on the shelter says trans studio. No super bisiaba. Come super no. No, how Jane Bay. Jane Jesus.
Isn't he a Jane?
Jane.
Yes.
No, Jane Jesus.
Jane Mensa.
Na mami abetsa na nyama why etia Ghana fonu bi. Why you dey tian? Tinsa mbe jegwa. You collection bi already. You make us be you be on you nya adwen koda. Nde one time swing. Osem wakini. Na me de say NPP. So we take afutu ankoye. We dey be na better ma apple. Apple one lose. Jerry Bosa na be lose. Election or aba. You are a politician. Prepare your arsenals. Go for the contest. Now could wa for the good message going to sell. Sir, abo probably that nda obedu woni kan. But what I know abo probably biara no as you speak, if we should go for election again right now for the MPP, parents one ka one po. Including a friend making on ka one po. Because bra born in that no. Na nakufo na mbembu them MPC a one was supported ma bania including ni woni ta for support abani. Wa ma yehu e compare Mahama na membu a nakufo did na school of institution its own. How to learn not to govern a country. Nam kwechi. We went through your file how much you said the margin. Na do bucha adibi. But you paid for a better price. You try ada na bu edin to learn that lesson from Nakufo. So we've learned from him. Now we are learning from how to govern a country by Mahama. Mahama is the one teaching us how to govern a country. Ronaldo taught us 8 years, painfully. People lost their lives. How not to govern a country. And these are the 2 lessons. So there are 2 lectures. These are the books we are reading right now. These are the 2 books. Sure. What's the name? In the court, where you been at, where you been a bit nade, that you question, Sabi, Papa no yenipa. At a point, he was supposed to go to court every day on daily basis. You're quite saying off. You got trouble on any chance and Kroma, Bukoshi. Just I was asking off for 3 weeks. No, brother, don't underestimate the MPP in terms of anything evil planning. Don't underestimate them.
By Yankum Mupada.
Na Palafoko no yam so yeminia Palafoko nsa onye more that's good for them more that's good yeah president that that's good one honampa yeah Mahama
come and tell Ghanaians for autopsy of
more that's
the Upper West Regional Chairman.
Oh you good I mean me come on asemo dem go free basically Mahama basically me brother the MPP when it comes to planning evil and situating them don't underestimate them. They go over quite sure soon. No, but now for one why not? Listen, today, in this current situation, on authority, I am telling you, say, yeah, I'm crying about your baby, I'm gonna hand down, I'm gonna say, man, this is because we have demonstrated good faith with Ghanaians. And these are the MPP minority people now. And they are happy secret. That's it. Because everyone is happy. When you go to the markets, people are happy, students are happy, mechanics are happy, drivers are happy, liars are happy. I'm so kind people. Everybody's happy. You know why? The dollar which you took to 17 are actually one today. Something we couldn't do for 8 years. Come you see. President Mahama Abeya within 5 months. Today everybody's happy. Unless of course we won't no fee. But say you want a wife, we appreciate you right now. Because in the demand ebika. So basically, let's all urge ourselves that we are politicians. Ablekuma. EC has declared quarter no was call Nyasubi Wido. Wabegu. Nsi yankoto ko be a fine. But no maybe. Now so the better it has
Koka mami busa question way. So 11th July, if you ada ba MPP for mom participate or sa limited election imuana.
I think main explaining whatever my general secretary said.
Boycott is boycott.
The general secretary Akano. I'm a party as a member. I rep the party. I speak for the party. Party in position as it will be communicated.
But Ablekuma North traditionally a stronghold. A constituency MPP for more sweating who to win.
Yes.
More manako.
And I make actually say draw new model. The NDC is helping us to get a new model. The new model is twist and turn, bully and win. If it's not in your favor, chajatum, create confusion because you are in power and you have power. You use a party government machinery to get it to your side. Into a new book I Yeah.
Yanko my next topic adapono so the suspended Chief Justice Stokonu after wa fighting for her rights in Ghana and they were in the nature ECOWAS court. The last attempt before her own court, the Supreme Court. Or a number of applications unanimously all applications were dismissed. Subsequently a press conference ebe chechre ni semuchre in her view ayakayaka de no ne fan ho di ayetieti aso. Meanwhile the probe is ongoing. I want to believe so. Ene o say onya justice woni krum ono ane maimu even though or your Chief Justice or ECOWAS court akope justice. Ebi say we ebe rabe negatively on Ghana's image. Unprecedented say first of all unprecedented CAE Chief Justice through the process abedu some pempenswe. It is equally unprecedented, say, you suspended the sitting Chief Justice. And unprecedented, a Chief Justice going before her own court and losing all applications. Equally unprecedented, say, a Chief Justice. NG and justice system in India, no than any ECOWAS court. What do you make of this twist to Chief Justice issue? Kobe?
Maybe. It's unfortunate. Things are unfolding this way. But let me say
unfortunate.
This. Yes. Let me say this, and you can put it on your records. That one of the difficult clients or customer you can get is someone who is a practitioner of the same profession she has come to seek help from. For example, you are a medical doctor. Now hospital. So there being a difficult patient, one of them can get that as difficult a doctor to come to you for consultation, to meet a nurse who is a midwife who has come to labor because they know the process, they know the weakness of the process, so they hardly trust their own colleague. Like a driver, if a driver man lifts car front, car may require a brake or not brake.
And they say reflex action.
Good. It's a crossbow.
It doesn't mean you don't trust them.
It's a crossbow.
Doctors trust each other.
I get you, but what I'm saying is that they are the most difficult. Get a difficult client is somebody who has same profession coming to you. How about the Waba? Court system since 2003 June I appointed Miami Araba. Her leadership.
And 2003. Of course, Supreme
Court. Okay. Yes, we are appointing our panel paying free now.
2023 Assembly.
2023, exactly.
2023.
Sorry, 2023. Thanks for the correction. Since 2023, June now, our appointing Okwe. She led some reforms. The guitar system, the reforms, distributing or sharing the load at the court to go across board, looking at how they can equip all the courts and getting every 24-hour system courts here and there. Today, the world unanimous decision. I don't think say Obanida and Oba just made 28 of the money. The last judgment for the man for the Okwepes court and after the High Court, our bonus was 28 May. Unanimous decision, no, sure that or your first time after that,
baby.
At a point that's on daily basis.
Let me tell unanimous FC. Mona ya modi said in it too.
Hey, money, bro. Ya bread is
Mona modi said by.
Moa Bayina, he be Biaro. Obino in Yodium. Now the question is, I want to take it in three folds. ECOWAS courts. ECOWAS courts one is there to solve the member states dispute and stuff, and also to deal with human rights.
Yes, exactly.
It's I say. And so, if you are a member of a state, if you have human rights, if you with Tiado, you can go to them to seek for redress.
We once went there.
Thank you. We got a crowd there. Okay. So basically, it is a right to go wherever you want to go. She wants to go, but then the monarchy and the law still remains the law.
This is Happy FM.
The question is, he is going there. She is going there. Now, walk over there. Well, man, constitutionally appointed rights instead of performing duties, on performing was suspended. He constitution rights or that man. The same constitution. Does it provide means of removing the Chief Justice?
Pepe, and Article 146.
Thank you. How about the Constitution? Okay. I'm a man say. Then they are appointed by the Constitution to work for the Constitution of the country. The same way, Sir Kotsnaho, Nede Yambransam, Ad Ebesbambo da. What two way word? More ye. Now the corner for the ready. One, there should petition. Was there the petition?
Yes, there was. There is actually.
What do call from person or to what do call Franco? What do call say? Embarrassing. A man penny, on from Council of States, or consult one. Upon a consultation.
Is happy.
One to the committee. So I to committee. Committee one for judge bingo.
Judges mean.
Then what a good one. One year. Don't rush us in monocratic. One master per side and son. No one not the immediate senior most judge until good on shake with you. So there, you should make of Pepe. You should more could me, Missy. When that's a new no one can say, do some do. You know, I mean, they are painful. No, do some do nothing then. A small court in the world. Worship, no one on commentary, press conference. And see, before and after you know. You're committing. Now, Mr. Committing. I will tell you when you be and won't come to Abu Talib because I am not content with it. What's the be? As I say, so I'm in the master. Hey, brother. I'm in the master of courts. Since I'm a master of courts, I'm coming with master of courts. Now, small word I won't do. Now, but now,
the committee is not a court.
Now, what capacity do you have?
It's a committee.
But what the capacity they have?
They don't have the powers of a high court.
Since you are not academic seminar, are you rendering the committee's credibility down?
That's the point she's making.
So why would you do that?
Because she has even cited Justice Poorman for conflict of interest.
Because of case of the Anabadi.
Exactly. So, which is one of the petitioners, the only witness, the chairman of the committee in this matter.
So good. So if you have a case, the court yourself superintended over. My judgment man could mende ibundum.
Nana President Mahama in constituting the committee, Supreme Court justices Bebre, don't mean you'll be apart from Justice
Poorman. What shows that is going to influence his decision and everything?
No, if you look at the concerns suspended Chief Justice raised against him, say your committee credible. Can't the president change?
Young lawyer, Sawyer, or the young lawyer, the some court. No catcher, Chief Justice, you are about the Kunude. More task you that same. In no MPP parliament candidate, no a judge, and for that point, not a judge. No MPP ni. As you do so, between any MPP. Into your bay anchor, more for bench.
Timusumu yebi.
Me no, me more fun to.
Infantu and you can send me about assembly. Into assembly, we try the abata assembly. Say, pet.
No, maybe something me find show kono me find show kono
me na me busa asem
mat was
based on infanto ho na wo
ma no see a
nyaboto infanto ho na wo de aba no ene ne esisisi say pepepe
no call them na papa no MPP ni parliament no tigwa no na ojaja asem na
me need evidence
no but what give the name
tie
it is an MPP man
eno ti na me busa question is say enti omo fa MPP ni ekotena can say appointing to Supreme Court.
Did you see how
meba enti President Mahama so appointing NDC judge Justice Poorman say onkotena semi so and is that the point you are making?
Who even thought of it say Poorman or witness to or evidence or witness to the
let's say we're no try to but it's here
no point of matter me according there it's not you are about to kunu Chief Justice your leadership so you need the mad no your born and a shout lawyer no what na say
into won so why bia na why bia na
a shout no embarrassing no court only to have your way you see man you bibia ochina odidie na onye waso obufunum de obere adumutira nkobe pra ho yi
okay
ene da dwumade edi no dwumani kanu
I like what you say.
So basically the way everything that is why today Mahama is here
in front of you
to correct the errors. The error where you are fair marking so to parliamentary leader I was saying from mention like I was saying at the boss but you come mommy straight mommy the boss watch my swanty man jim no what tomorrow on my jump person say we have constitutional crisis na senya young speaker of parliament Babin no wisdom no experience no also show power because that date now where do you have our country? I watched some elder men businessmen lamenting on one of the TV stations that what is happening right now they can't sleep because one human called Chief Justice has taken a decision that there's constitutional crisis and which is not. Parliament as an independent body, they couldn't solve their own problem. Got somebody has come in. This is me can come back 4 times I found back in the one culture man in the room. So you could if you remember if you as semi parliament to be a fair fast now. Answer
so you are there.
Pass law.
So you were there.
Now, I
do a video.
And I do
when NDC man they lie, if they lie with
they're coming like a can now. Okay.
So let me put to you. Let me put evidence to you. Are you aware? Are you aware that you ever pass a LGBTQ where you are present also on a sentinel? Obi quarter. Slide court. It took some how many months, how many weeks, how many years? Our few was at some point when you go to or you married to be able to do. If you levy a kind of quarter. Now see speaker. Okay, the room could be out.
Now we are mommy.
We're going to be at the way sitting because they've gone for elections. Now they've declared their intentions, so they cannot hold it. The same law that were used before by the enemy themselves, the same law by now fail fast. And I addiction will be evidence no way. So there's a space for the court. Now, some Supreme Court.
And I also confused.
Listen, I'll call an officer, I'll call if you Supreme Court. Court in India.
No, I somehow what can I say?
Court in India.
Court to me a Ghana there.
The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court supervises everything there.
Internet Supreme Court no be.
Supreme Court you know dano. Obi no dano.
Odano nche say ne dia.
Inti se maame no okọ no buy. How did you buy?
Sisi Ghana ejo mama.
The woman said right now that a secretary there. Openly, also there is constitutional crisis. But what a film I can brought to her. Where the speaker, Ni Romano, one question. Only thing that of a who took the case to the Supreme Court? I say,
and
now some saying, Mamma, but no, the mammy, the factory will organize or to what? I say, as a Parliament is not the first time they have issued housing solved. So basically, So, but what's the law of Ghana did? ECOWAS was different.
EpaHoaDaben.
Because Mahama
or ECOWAS court, to what extent is a decision you're binding on Ghana?
I've
been wondering because we are a sovereign nation. Yes, treaties in protocols. I'm
wondering, Bibi, I dropped about there. Since I'm in a press conference, that is when people lost the whole thing. She lost it when she had a press conference. And those people that encourage her to do a press conference, say do nature when people do nature.
Maybe can't
say we prove say your friend is saying women organizer. Say who's a full card bearer member of acting the acting CG. Why not just be please John Mahama or the Amano? I deal with be Chief Justice Onyan is substantive because the retirement age it be true. At any point, baby anywhere Nanado abuse the Supreme Court by parking it.
Yes.
Nanado bano na saying 13. Free abem na saying 13. Meboa.
Members of the Supreme Court?
Yes.
I need to check.
Mpacho wait me am checking.
That's all.
Obaye na 13. Chief Justice, free one na 30. John Mama or the same account. Or the same account.
7.
And I say, in the rule of law, Ghana Supreme Court in rules are number. Again, Minyankui until law say, and he doesn't understand the rule of law and the Constitution. Yekase constitutional crisis. What we need to understand is a legislature and a laws no. Executive and the laws no ye juma. And a judiciary interpreting laws no. Inti se Speaker of Parliament interpreting law wrong. That is basically it.
And how does that amount to constitutional crisis?
Because how do you sack people from Parliament? How do you determine? You don't have that. Only power. No. Do you know, say, but parliamentarians were elected? The Speaker of Parliament wasn't elected. What do I say?
The Speaker of Parliament was elected by members of Parliament, not by the totality.
Maybe I understand. What law did they use?
The Speaker of Parliament was elected, but by members.
No, it was President.
You are nominated and you're told swaba.
Yes.
Until he was elected, but by members of Parliament. Yes.
Sana make us say, send ye so monko representing what you say. And yes, process no come. And doing to me and sanction only pakrono. Again, Chief Justice deciding to go to the ECOWAS Supreme Court. Yeah, we are a sovereign nation, but there are treaties and there are membership law. And those things, it do how the reality will come. I think if she's allowed her rights to execute her rights, I mean, the committee has the final say. But for her to go through the process, for her also to get a chance to cross-examine those who brought the petition and other things. That is how we think things are done. And they are saying that it will not happen to the extent that it do baby to me even and challenge the decision or the outcome of the way. That is how,
including the fact that decision be a committee be take a binding on the president and so.
Yes.
Otherwise, if they recommend sack her, the president cannot vary it. Recommendation on tenant so a president in soon.
Yes. And I make us say, and no see a person call full blown. Your man a chance no call. And she thinks it's wrong. And you call challenge America for way. And you know, say one visa no say 3 months number my 1 week. Sometimes allow people. You have the final say. In this also go through the process. A man go through the process. Baby, I didn't call her when you knew of a woo and it's anomano. Intro bena wo.
Any one know of a woo ye. Or say a horna omobo pono.
Yes. Now, so when you know I can't. What did she lie about it? Say and ne normal kind. What quantitative data and a war say obey a press conference, you know. And I will lose. No, and to da. But the me can say ye true model. Your friend working model. John Dramani Mahama 2028 Echo. Obeshe send ye TV. Send your chungo for a boss. Omoya nchu omo aboso. Omoya nchu omo aboso. Oh, mbaniso aibe hu. What you say? Whatever we are growing, it will ye tutu for my idea show be an. It be fifi. Ne fifi a echabre ni bedu. Enti ye nya butre. Me, I don't have anything any right, but oshe normal ekona. I think share any nkrofo adwene me po say ni yes ye.
What's the agenda?
Where settings and you one says sometimes recipe. But when be as soon as I said yet is a new book.
Okay.
And so that's what's happening. But what I advise my colleagues say a banmra ne normal nima onya butre normal only. Afenyo has never gone to the Chief Justice say privately for rulings in this judgment. What you are trying to tell me is that is what John Dramani is doing with the sitting CJ. In Tiswaka yati, we are young Democrats. We are learning, and I feel democracy see a testing to the fullest.
Maybe yes, a quick clearance.
Okay.
You know, say on an MPP constitution, maybe on can. If you can so one task we. This is about principles and precedents. Our
constitution can't about principles.
MPP.
No,
MPP. The then savior of the constitution in our
principle. Don't quote our constitution.
We are on Pocho.
No. I want to learn.
You see?
No, I want to. No.
One constitution no more.
Two constitution.
MPP constitution no.
Article session.
Allow me. Baby, if you are not a good listener, you cannot be a good judge. So be a good listener, brother. One MPP, Savior, Moko Independence, Obey no, Deputy Speaker, Formina MP. What's the name?
Honorable Andrew Esiama.
Esiama, right? What happened to him with the MPP Constitution when he decided to go for independence? What happened?
You are quoting an aspect of.
I'm not quoting. I'm saying what in general their constitution allows them to do. So what happened to him? Suspending. Because we are kind of all independence.
In fact, any suspension,
we lose your membership. Good. So I want speaker. Odika won't sit vacant. What happened? That was different from Esiamandano.
Okay.
They also declared their intention and went. So they automatically by the MPP constitution, they lose their membership. And if speaker has declared this, and I finally go to Supreme Court, and then the following morning they bring ruling, and he was sitting here telling that he didn't go to the Chief Justice. What are you saying? Anyway, and Kenkan. What do you enter? The right person who is bold as a party member is the one who reads his party constitution. As I say, you must read the constitution and understand how it applies. So yesterday it was applied to a Siama. Let's say Yaba, Sodro, Agona West
Constitution and Modi Parliament.
That is what they were fighting against. No, what I'm saying, listen, that damn constitutional way, as an organization, also had a constitution. And in their own constitution, Pono didn't allow the people to sit in parliament. How much more than our general constitution? That's what I'm saying. That is the impulse of what I want to draw his attention to. Instead of doing a constitution there, now it was in their constitution. That's why they followed it.
All right.
That's
okay. My reaction.
I think sir.
Like lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge. You see, yentias yes every obia between the constitution. But the constitution of the country and the mother language.
Yeah.
And only the final piece of decision making. Consistently, Wilson has been saying, instead of referring to court, keep saying Afenyo has gone to his house. And you are the same person out now who be to me for say me for data and I mean kasa with facts. Be learned, be guided. Speak factual or call court. Court no call. Ukase okonifia. I mean, you say son this year, Juma. Until come, me new. And two. How
this is Happy FM.
And how we work with our constitution has nothing to do with you.
Hey.
Dear, where you are kumemu, mo de ye campaign, mo kae, nkrofo mo drafty letters peeved NDC for or mo de petition aba say ye Chief Justice. And mo na mo ni mo ye adwuma. Daniel Furi. Kokaini we nyina. Nkrofo na all the when we are checking their NDC bearing card members. Enti eyade amoye. Nobody is contesting you, but we are saying, say, go through the right process. Ofu said your mo na papa, komo person mo koye document it will make it difficult for the next Chief Justice. Omo pa no mo odu omo so a. This omo ko hwe Lucifer na otonyum no. Lucifer na otonyum no. No be oni Yesu bom. Answer Chief Justice on Bejan Hono. Side Chief Justice, no nyati say you win elections. On this famous train, no. This on pebe before.
Now, I mean, Busa, na yen the very last topic. So, how do you take it as MPP? Ni say 1D1F, which was one of your flagships, Amujina Sudi Winnie 2016 elections, and ye tremu ama ye replacing with agro parks under the 24-hour plus economic policy.
I think sir, every government want a direction and a purpose. So if NDC decides the way to go, okay. But me person say the document 24-hour economy, it is a rebranded document of Ghana Beyond Aid. This document has no strategies. No revenue projections.
Is that to say, sir,
no job?
Ghana Beyond Aid is only Nisa Nina.
No, Nina wom.
Rebranding of it.
Yes, because so nim operational way now. Mami Mao document, I will use show 24.
Okay.
Amount. What kind of document now is talking about working with AFTA and other places to create jobs. And
the National Cultural Convention Center, Sembaya, Yedebabe replace National Cathedral, no? But in collaboration with AFTA and the show 24. Tell me.
What country fair? Me pese oni news team no country fair. Na mo National Convention Center no. It is almost done. 10,000 seater capacity.
National Cultural Convention Center.
Because a national convention, higher the culture, same so. What would be the purpose of the national culture convention? Culture. What would be
showcasing culture, African culture,
what kind cathedral?
Creatives,
First, you accuse cathedral, no sir, or medicine, and me call OSP office. Me call board members no motito elderly. Repeatable people and near trauma also so mediska. And then Deloitte and two clear almost say there has not been any financial propriety. As Christians, where is our worship? Where is our altar?
Our heart.
This is Happy FM.
Today, the Muslim community has a big mosque.
Not paid for by the government of Ghana.
Oko, your friend is saying cathedral now, at what point did government pay it for, apart from the seed money? The same seed money now. And have you read this?
58 million or Ghana for Sika.
Yes.
Initially,
but you see, you see,
President Kufuor Krakwe fundraising. Yes. US.
Yes.
It's privately funded.
Yes, but
we 58 million of the taxpayers' money coded that.
Oh, yeah, sure. What kind of document, you know?
Which other documents?
Financial statement, you know. What kind of financial statement? Then we figures, you know. Don't be moved by propaganda.
No, 58 million now.
Again, Cathedral is here every month, about $4 million in terms of revenue. Yeah, so say who projects our revenue, and this is the same revenue single-handedly, the whole Ghana this year. That was the revenue from the creative tourism, $4 million, and that was the Sikaki Benya every cathedral no yearly. Any business. And yes, the same way Omuka say, government say 24-hour economy no, Omu here 4 billion. 4 billion, just like Nana did. John Dramani Mahama, Ama almost saying $400 million. Or say that's the seed money or the Bamom. Or say corporate Ghana, private sector, I promise you Omu 6 million. $2 million.
For the NCCC, Nana?
No, for the whole
this
project.
Is happy
Again, you know, there are how many? There are 8 sectors. Yes, 8 sectors now of 4 billion. Know that you can share equally. And in our space, the creative business has always been the sufferer of the economy, even though they contribute to 2.5% of the GDP. Last year, or my 4 billion.
Okay. My time was so, unfortunately. Just summarize your thoughts.
Yeah, me can say, me can't say, the same document, just that they don't have the practicality and the strategies to do it.
Okay.
So almost say that is their new direction. It's a new government. They have the rights.
Okay.
What Ghanaians need is job creation. They said they're going to do same job, 3 shifts. And that's what we're looking at.
Kobe, Pomie.
Brother, my end was my bedroom. 24-hour economy, agribusiness to replace the one funding.
Agro Park.
I have been able to travel across the land of the country. The origination of the idea of that 1G1F was to industrialize our economy and make sure we're able to produce in excess, process them, and export to generate wealth for the country and to create employment in that chain of processing.
Fante.
Now, the man in Swali Huni, NPP, what the bay no. You ain't any free at Papa. Obabua. Anuntina 2016, what the campaign we meaning. Oba Benuma, if it was a privatization something. Individuals. I want company or whatever. If you want me. You're quite to my art, Kumpa man. Maybe I've many constituency, who 1D1F4. One man damn sir. I want to see it. Okay. I don't know. What's in your next?
I want to say
next. What's in your next? I take a section.
I want to say one
I will give you.
I want to come. Interview be animal you.
Look at
constituency.
Look at idea who are named Punu.
No, you weapon now. Sorry, you weapon now. I don't have seen my constituency.
I want to say upon now.
But basically, yes, upon now. Only I want to cancel. Also, is that upon now.
Omo district capital.
Then. Kaswa
Kaswa. Say Kaswa upon
now.
Which side of Kaswa now? Okay, on the right side.
Because only. Don't he doesn't know.
Now say okay. Udu Kaswa.
No, Kaswa. I would say East. East. ana poda ho okay eta say gomwa is na poda ho oni on to kwan so
me say eta say nya eko baba wo say ka so let me show you my wutu senya is step on now I dey only friend mu pe dia ma no na ntia do wutu senya is step on basically you know where beach day
basically street
I don't chemu mienu I don't senya wa hagomwa is to
I don't simple you see
the nani that's why I am poor
when you have people who are lost in their mind, that's what happens. Basically, it's simple. Say, one day, 24-hour economy and agrees to what create jobs.
Okay.
So instead of what wasn't institutionalized, we want to make sure it has come to stay, it will work. And Ghanaian Bianca continue. We have been even
be thanks so much for your time. No matter cook and so I say, meda team na say, Renaud Ajiman and I feel so. Joel Sanko and the rest of the team. The Bessiana Madawuni and so as a Samuti. Midine Bismark Brown, obit me a friend, BB. Up next, a happy Cassiabo.